I know what you're thinking. I look like a bouncer at the hair club for men. I know what you're thinking. People keep saying to me, you're over 50 years old. Is that your hair? $350 a month? You better believe this is my hair. My wife didn't even know first month we were dating. I was away, she called me, I miss you! I want to run my fingers through your hair! So I mailed it to her. So comedy out in Utah. Exactly. Look at me, folks, Utah. Tough being a New York Guido out there. Everybody thought I was in the witness protection program. Are they really able to hide these mafia guys out west anyway? I saw a special on this one on TV. These guys the option when they go in.
Cubs Radio.
Cubs Radio.
Right, that's gonna help. Hey.
Good morning. It's Thursday. It's Thursday. Wow. Thursday, November 12th. We're live with the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show, broadcasting from the world-famous Governor's Comedy Clubs in Levittown. And Courtney's here. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Courtney.
Hello.
Hello. And Courtney's going to be on later today from 3 to 4.
Yes, I am.
With the misadventures of the Island Girls.
Courtney and J Plo taking on the world.
J Plo?
That's her nickname.
J Plo.
Her name is Jennifer. Jen.
And then the last name starts with like Plowitsky.
Plonsky.
Oh, I was close.
Yeah, you were pretty close.
J Plo.
Where's she from?
She's from Mineola.
No, I think I knew some Plonskys. I don't think they were from Mineola.
You knew Plonskys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're probably related. Like, she's the only Plonsky I've ever known.
Yeah, me too.
It's not a very common name to my knowledge.
No.
I also know a Zemitis. They're like literally the only Zemitises on Facebook.
That sounds like a disease.
I have Zemitis.
I mean, there's not a lot of people with Z last names, that's for sure.
No. Well, there is.
There are?
Yeah.
Where?
Lost my virginity to one with a Z.
Nice.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel proud of that fact.
Sure do. Trying to get her in here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she would. Yeah, she's.
Now we'll know.
Can I talk more about her?
Yeah,
she's a great singer.
She's a singer in a band, and they play a lot.
She's a great singer. Yeah.
Yeah, I want her in here to talk about her singing, not the sex.
She wouldn't talk about you, would she?
Sure, she would.
She would.
Why not?
Now we'll know. I'll know, though.
This is the one
There's
when
so
you
many
were like
context
young.
clues.
Yeah.
Okay. She could go to jail.
She was the same age. Why is she going to jail?
Oh.
She wasn't old. What the? What happened there?
Wow. Like
Well, they are only put up with
elephant
thumbtacks.
came
wow.
through. I know,
So it's not
but
like they...
man,
We have
it's
some,
like someone who's having a pillow fight in the.
we have some picture
in the
frames
house.
which are horribly tilted.
Horribly tilted.
Mom always says, "Don't play
wow.
ball in the house."
The thumbtacks didn't come out. They just
Yeah, someone just
somebody
like
must have slammed the door.
some 6'7"
All right, let's-
person hit it with their head.
Gina Pacifico Brown's watching. Hello, Gina Pacifico Brown, Courtney D'Interno, and J Plo. Yes.
Yes.
Ken has a meeting at 11:30. Crud. Well, I'm sure it'll go fast like the other one.
Well, Ken, why would you agree to a meeting at 11:30?
I think he has to. That's how he gets
Says
paid.
who?
I want
So
to make a
gets-
jersey with the internal on the back.
D'Interno. Nice. I like it. So yeah. So I'm trying to get the girl with the Z name in here. Talk about how she took my flower.
You have asked her?
When's the last
Yeah.
time you talked to her? Like in person?
No. Oh, in person?
Or even on the phone
Long
or
time. Oh.
reunion or was she in your high school or something?
Yeah, she was in my high school. No, she wasn't at the reunion.
Ooh, a Connect Quad.
Yes.
alum.
Yes.
So when was the last time you asked her?
I don't know. You wanted to find out?
Do you have a number?
No.
Not after.
Well, how are you going
that
to ask
time.
her?
Facebook.
She's never going to.
She's
How am I gonna ask
Oh,
her?
so can I have your number? It's like,
Let me see.
Can you imagine she comes in here and she's like, I don't remember that at all.
right? She's like, did I?
Are you sure it was me?
That you?
I have this
Brian
cousin who
Fester
looks
from
just
Florida.
like
Hello,
me.
Brian.
Yeah, that would be funny to get her in here.
We would all know.
Do you think she blocked it?
Did
Out
you
of her
take,
memory?
Did
Yeah.
you take the TV
Do you think
from
she
me?
remembers?
I
Have
did
you ever
not-
brought it up to her?
Of course.
Did you?
Did you take the TV?
No, I did not take the TV.
Oh,
Did.
Got it.
We'll see if it lets me.
When did I last ask her?
No, it's just black. It's just a black screen.
what
is-
on your end too?
And what do
No,
you say?
it's
You just
normal.
write it.
11:06 a.m. today.
What is VE228?
But before that, it was May 17th
Of this year.
this year.
What time this morning?
11:06 a.m.
Oh, 11. Oh. Oh, before that was May.
And what do you say when you ask her? You just like, remember? Hey, do you remember?
No,
do
I
you
say,
remember?
what do you
Do
want?
you remember?
No, I'm talking about the radio show.
What is?
Oh, I thought you asked
Oh,
her
how did she?
occasionally
Oh,
about
you want to know
sex.
how she found out she took my virginity?
No. I'm asking if you have you asked her to come on here and talk about that experience.
No, I've told her to come on here and talk about the radio and stuff like
And
that. But
singing.
I'm not gonna.
So you would wait until she gets here to hit her with
You
that.
know it's not gonna come up. You know it's not gonna come up.
When is the last time you brought up the sex?
Probably the last time I saw her, which was a few years after college.
But she acknowledged.
What? That we had sex?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you just have sex once, or you were
Yes.
boyfriend and girlfriend?
No.
Okay.
No, we were not. So no, basically what happened was, I had. Do you want to hear the whole story or just the story where we brought it back up again?
What do you mean? The whole story about the whole
Like,
experience?
yeah.
Well, both.
Well,
now.
the experience only lasted like 3 seconds.
Yeah, but there had to be some like
Now I'm
lead
at
up.
least a good 6 or 7, right?
There had to be some lead up, like where
No, there really wasn't.
any like flirting in school, like
Yes.
like
There was no
carry your
courtship?
books from school.
Yes.
Playing make believe.
Oh,
you're
Kenny
married
is
to me.
gross.
Did you do stuff like that?
Kenny's gross. Mom's last name doesn't start with a Z. Oh, he's gross.
That is funny though.
Oh. Hello, Rick. All right, so no, basically we liked each other. We told each other we liked each other. I had a girlfriend. My girlfriend, rightly so, wasn't
Not giving it up.
wasn't active.
You're
So
at second base for a year.
the second me and my girlfriend broke up, I called her and I was like, "Hey, we broke up." I borrowed my friend's moped. I picked her up and brought her back to my friend's house. It lasted a total of 3 seconds.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
So you called her up and said my girlfriend broke up, and she was like, "Okay, let's have sex."
Basically, yeah.
Come on.
Basically, yes. She's very, very
It wasn't
forward
her
and
first
mature.
time.
No, I don't believe it was her first
Yeah,
time at
so
all.
that's why I didn't think she was 13. That's why I thought she was like, 28 and will go to jail if you bring it up.
No.
Because
no.
I heard the story before. I just forgot about
Yes.
the 13-year-old part.
So I went over, picked her up, brought her back. She might have been 14. I'm a late birthday, don't forget.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so she may have been 14. I don't know when her birthday
Still
is.
though, 14.
That seems so young.
All right.
I thought she was older.
I don't
No,
know.
she's the
I
same
don't know
grade
when
as me,
people
but she
start
might have
having
been
sex,
older.
What
to be
about
honest.
Who? No, she's younger than him.
Oh, he's older?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was our age.
No.
Oh, okay.
Festa, oh dear God, I had to turn in now to hear this. Yeah, so we're trying to get my my childhood sweetheart in here.
Because she does things now. She's like, besides you, she's a singer.
Correct.
Yeah. So
And I believe she's like a sex education teacher, like a health teacher.
well, that's really
I
nice.
believe.
Because she probably has a lot of information and
Right,
she's
on how,
helpful.
what, telling the teenagers what not to do.
How to avoid
Let me share with you my experience as a teenager.
a
Everyone
horribly
should-
disgusting
And
experience.
she shows your picture.
Thank God it didn't last long.
This is why you should wear a chastity belt.
Well, I
He
don't think
picked
any
me up
guy
a-
lasts long his first time.
I went about 10 minutes.
10 minutes your
First
first
time?
time?
Yes. I'm dead serious.
Lies.
No, I totally believe him.
No way.
Yeah.
Not your first time.
Absolutely.
He has a
Never.
skill set.
Yeah.
No.
All right, fine.
Not unless you whacked off 10 times and then put a rubber on.
Nope, he's just one of them.
Yeah, all right.
Totally
Lies.
believe him.
Fine, I'm lying.
Was she his babysitter? No, it wasn't my babysitter. I didn't have a babysitter. So, and then I picked her up, dropped her off right after the deed, and that's it. That was basically the extent of our relationship. And
Did
then
you pick
after,
her up on your bike?
no, my friend's moped.
Oh,
My friend had a moped.
nice.
So, and then afterwards we met at school. I'm sorry, after college, we actually met in a bar or club or I don't remember where it was, but it was kind of like, hey, how are you? No, In Your Eyes was not playing. This seems to be paralleling Full Metal Jacket, Me Love You Long Time. Nope, I never said anything about her being Asian or me being in the war, but all right. So then we just started talking, and I brought her back to my house. And, I'm doing my college thing. Hey, and I'm like, so what's the one thing you've never done that you want to do? I'm getting like real nasty. I'm like, yeah, I want to hear it. She's like, I really wanted to take someone's virginity. And I was like, pfft. I was like, you took mine. She's like, I did? And I'm like, yeah, you took mine. She's like, oh my God.
Damn.
So basically,
Your dream has already been
Yeah,
fulfilled.
you're
Yes.
glad her dream came true.
her dream came true. And that's how it came up.
That's how it came up.
So, and then, yeah, we ended up having fun that night, and then that was it. And that was the end
So
of
twice.
No, I don't think we did everything that
You fooled
time.
around.
I
The
think there
second
was a
time?
little bit of...
There's two fooleries.
Yeah, there was something going on there. So we
For
didn't...
her? Like,
I think so.
With someone else?
No.
Or just like in general, she's like, I'm not about it.
It was maybe that time of the month she wasn't really...
I feel it.
Yeah,
Sometimes-
she wasn't
sometimes
really...
you just-
Yeah, so I was like, okay, no problem. What it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, and then we just had fun, and that was it. You still need ×6 to match my stamina. What?
Kenny's
I'm not
apparently
seeing
lasts
any
a
of
lot
these.
longer than you. He's saying ×6.
Facebook,
Tommy
show
said
me the
10
comments.
minutes and jump from the top of the dresser.
No,
does that mean?
Robert Shapiro said, amazing job yesterday with 9/11. You guys should be extremely proud of what you did yesterday on the air. Thanks, Rob. That's
Alright,
nice
is
of
my
you.
app just not updated or something?
No, they're coming in. The
Well-
moped Eric.
Right, so it might,
it was a moped.
maybe you do have an update to do or something.
And it was one of those early mopeds too that still had the pedals on them.
Oh no, really? I
Yeah.
had a cool moped, no pedals on mine.
I drove a Vespa before. A Vespa, which is
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
kind of like a moped, but
yeah,
like
my
Italian.
nephew had one of those.
It's scurry.
So that's the whole story. So yeah, I'm trying to get her in here.
Okay.
Nice. Poor woman's probably gonna have to recount it from her account, because they'll want it. The
Yeah.
viewers. They're like, tell us the thing.
Tell us.
Tell us. Tell me more. Tell me more. No.
So
No
anyway,
Grease?
that was.
That's the story.
Oh my God! Speaking of Grease,
I hate that show so
after rehearsal
much.
So
last
do
night,
I.
go.
I hate it.
Yep.
Grease?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a
the
horrible
movie?
plot. Yeah.
It's great.
What? It's
What?
literally like if you don't change yourself, you're not gonna fit in, and you're never.
Oh
gonna
my
find
God!
love.
Wow! It was a great movie.
No.
It's fantastic.
Love
was
that
not
movie. I love the
entertained.
album.
The movie's great. The music's great. The
The
acting's
music
great.
is fun and poppy. I just don't like everything besides the music.
Oh my God!
Theme.
It's the
You don't like the
best
theme.
movie.
I don't like
it's one
the
of the best
theme.
movies ever.
I
That's
was
why they.
in that play. It was not. It was boring.
Oh my God! Anyway, I get up from rehearsal last night, and Danielle's watching Grease 2.
There's a second one.
There is,
God, why?
of which,
Oh, the guy with the helmet on the motorcycle?
yes.
Yeah, I
the,
saw that
the
once.
guy with.
Oh, Strife. Michelle Pfeiffer's in it?
Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer. Adrian Zemed. And basically the plot is Sandy's cousin comes over and he's the nerd and he's trying to pick up the head pink lady, which is Michelle Pfeiffer. And then he has to change
Rizzo?
to
Or
No.
like someone else?
No,
What?
it's totally different cast. The only carryovers are the principal, the vice principal, Eugene's back for some reason, and Craterface, who's dead. Craterface is dead.
Just like that second movie is to me.
Oh, it was awful. That was really.
It
'cause
really
the music
wasn't all
was
that
bad
good.
too. The music was
Yeah.
just
Wow.
so
Yeah.
bad.
Kind of like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah, no way.
Oh.
The first one is
the first one
beloved.
was
You are
great.
so in the minority on that one.
I know, and that's fine.
Yes.
I stand firm on my
Stop it.
my
Oh,
opinion
it's
with
a
that one.
horrible story. Oh, please.
I just don't like it. I'm just not I don't know why people like it so much. Why do you like it so much?
Because it's fun, it's funny, and it's
What's fun
just
about
great.
it?
The lines are funny. The music's great.
The music's fun. I'll say that much. Like while performing the songs,
Yes.
and like dancing, that part was fun.
Yes.
But everything in between, I was just like, snooze fest.
It's just a classic movie. It's a classic movie. You can't argue
I'm not
with it.
talking about the movie, even though I'm not a huge fan of the movie. I'm talking about the musical.
Oh, maybe. I'm going on a date with Sandy, says Jeff. I agree, Eric Sheldon. Great movie at that time, says Christine Corrado. Thank you, Jim Savali's watching. Maybe she didn't change to fit in, but she found out who she truly was inside, says Brian Festa. Yeah.
She didn't know that until she met those people.
Yeah. No. Well, sometimes you meet people and they go, and they awaken something inside of you.
Yes, I must become a leather-clad
Finally,
punk
finally,
and
I agree with
smoke in high
Festa.
school.
For once, I agree with Festa.
For once.
Christine Corrado, a Cool Rider. Yeah, that was a terrible
That
song.
was it. Cool
No,
Rider.
there's so many bad songs now. Cool Rider, we're going to score tonight. Reproduction. Remember they all started singing in the class about
There's
reproduction?
a song called Reproduction.
It's so god-awful. I think
Wow.
Peg Bundy was in it too, but I'm not even sure.
Bundy.
Hey, Greg. Greg's watching. D. Filippo. What's up, D. Phillips? Savali's says good morning to everybody. Is it me or was it the girl that was ahead of the pink ladies? Looked like she had graduated high school 20 years earlier.
Yeah, that was always the problem. That was really kind of the only problem with Grease.
Who, Rizzo?
is there were like 30-year-olds playing these like 18-year-olds.
Oh,
but
you-
who cares?
You know who was one of the T-Birds? Shooter McGavin.
I don't know who that is.
Christopher McDonald. He was Shooter McGavin in. Oh, did you hear that? That was my
That was
neck.
Yeah.
That was he was Shooter McGavin in Billy Happy Gilmore. So, what's going on? What are you doing, man?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I got a
I got an email.
no
Tell us more. Tell us more.
Facebook. Sometimes the videos on here will get muted, partially muted because we're playing copyrighted stuff.
Oh, who are they mad at now?
Well, they're not, but I got a notification saying they released their claim on one of the videos.
Oh, they decided they made a mistake.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out what that means. What does that mean, released their claims? Does that mean they're throwing it out there or it expired? I don't know what that means, so I'm trying to figure
My
that out.
guess is that they muted a particular video during a particular show. Whatever host may have said, "Hey, what up?" and then they said, "Okay, we're releasing it." That's my guess.
What?
You really didn't understand that?
What does that mean, released? That's what I'm
Like
asking.
they
What does
drop.
that
It's
mean?
kind
Now
of
you
like
can hear the
dropping
muted part.
charges.
That's what I'm asking.
I
Right?
feel
Does that
like
mean
it
they're
sounds like
it's
that.
done? It's forget it.
Have you
it's-
been able to see which video is muted?
I do see which video they're talking about, but
Which
I don't
one was
know
it?
what they're. It's not one of ours.
It's Graz's.
It's an old one of Graz from back in June.
Yeah,
You complained.
I complained to
They
Facebook.
agreed with you. Now, when you go and listen to that video, it's unmuted.
Right.
is
I said
what-
we weren't using the music to boost our show. We were talking about how great the song was. We played a quick sample of it, and I guess they agreed with me.
Okay, good.
Well, right. That's what I'm trying to find out. What does it mean and why?
Because
and what is the outcome?
Oh, I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
But that's
what does it all mean?
That's because they blocked his whole video.
Originally,
Originally,
they blocked the whole thing.
They blocked the whole thing originally, so that's why I filed the complaint. And then maybe a day later, they said, "Okay, it's back on, but only partially muted." So then they've been partially muting our videos from then on in.
Right.
So I guess it was just, I was like, it's just, I don't know. It
Is
is
the
what it
whole
is.
thing like available now? Have you been able
Well,
to
I can
watch
see it, but I'm an admin on the page, so I don't. I
can
can't
test
answer
it
that.
afterward to see if
That's
I
the
can
things we
see
do
it.
for Graz. The things we do for Graz. The things we do for Graz. We argue with Facebook about his
Jim
muted
Savali
videos.
said it means they copyrighted it, but they let it go in the context.
Thank you, Jim.
Right, but letting it go means what? That they've that
They're
it's over
They
and it's,
agreed
they're
with
not
us.
It's
muting it
unmuted.
anymore. Is my understanding. Because
Right.
it's like when you release a claim, that sounds like they're like letting go whatever the problem was.
right. I get
What it
that,
sounds
and
like.
they were because it said release their claim on your video. So I'm assuming that means they.
Someone's gonna call us and tell us what it means.
Well, here's a call now. Hey, you're live on the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show. Who's this?
We're gonna bowl tonight.
Oh, God.
Who fucking said that was a great movie?
Nobody said Grease 2 is a great
No.
movie. Courtney's arguing that Grease is not a great movie because it doesn't send
I
a great
don't like
message.
it.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
The music is brilliant.
She's being an SJW.
Oh my God! But yeah, you don't think Let's Bowl Tonight was with Adrian Zemed just dancing around with Shooter McGavin in the background snapping his finger? Wasn't that great?
We're gonna score tonight. We're gonna score tonight.
Oh, great music! All right, boys, I just wanted to call in and sing for you. Bye.
Yeah,
Later.
bye. Eric kicked Facebook's ass. Yeah, I did. I didn't even remember I did it. It was so long ago. Talent should be able to write a theme. We have a theme song.
Well, everybody.
we have a theme song.
Everybody, all the shows should have a theme song.
Not
Yeah.
ours.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, you don't have one?
I was
Yeah, you
gonna
gotta
ask
get
my
one.
friends to see if they could make it.
I can make
As
one
you
right
should.
now.
Something
Ready?
like rock, but like tropical at the same time.
The Misadventures of the Island Girl.
And then maybe something like dropping and
Island
cracking.
Girls. Island Girls.
And that'll get
Oh.
you muted.
Damn it.
by me.
I won, says Jim Savali. Yay. I'm a winner today.
What did you win?
I won an argument against Facebook.
Oh,
Good
well,
job.
that's
Don't worry,
good.
they're still surveying your
Probably
whole
doesn't
life.
happen a lot.
I'm a winner.
Has anybody watched The Great Hack on Netflix?
No, what is that?
I never heard of it.
It's about basically how Facebook and everything is surveying our lives and how it influenced the last election by this British company called Cambridge. Or something
Hello,
like that.
Cambridge. Yes, Cambridge.
And basically what they did was they basically did a whole profile on all the voters in
Yes.
America
Yes.
and narrowed it down to those who they called the persuadables. And they did a lot of heavy, basically like what they called weapon grade social media.
So it's like a documentary
campaigning.
on
Yeah.
the last campaign. Okay.
It's not about the last
Is it
campaign.
just like
it's
a
about the
2-hour
company.
movie, or is
Yeah,
it
it's
like
like
a
an-
series?
No, it's like a little bit less than 2 hours.
Okay.
I found it very interesting. It freaked me out a little bit though.
I'm voting
Yeah, I
for
bet.
Trump in 2020 just to piss everybody off.
Jeff Bosio wants to know what we think about the movie Wildcats and Goldie Hawn and A Wonderful End credit song.
What was the song? I
What's
remember the
the
movie.
song?
I
Yeah, I
remember
remember
liking
I like the movie.
I remember her underboob in that movie.
Yeah. No,
For
you
what?
saw a quick nip
Did you?
when she was in the bathtub
Really? I thought it was only underboob with
you
the
saw
shirt.
Goldie
No.
Hawn's nipple?
for like a split second. You see?
Really?
I remember being like 17 or something, being,
Oh.
just like that.
Then you jizzed in your pants.
No, it took me 10 minutes. Shapiro said he liked the show yesterday. Is that what he said?
Yeah, a lot of people wrote in. Like Shapiro said that he was really proud of us and how we handled it. And
Thank you.
other people said, great show yesterday, difficult topic. You guys did a great job.
Thank you.
Blah,
It
blah,
was,
blah, blah.
It was
Thank
a
you.
lot. But,
It means a lot.
thank you to Bobby and Mark for coming in.
Yeah.
There were some cool things that happened yesterday.
Like
Yes.
what? Like
Like-
the temperature in the room?
What?
Cool.
No. Like the Met game.
Yes.
The Mets scored 9 runs on 11 hits.
Yes.
I thought that was cool.
Did they win?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. 'Cause-
but
it's not a
no,
bad
I-
question. Because
No, but you're missing what I'm saying.
what?
9 runs, 11
9
hits
runs, 11 hits.
on 9/11.
Oh, really? Wow, that's cool.
And in Minneapolis,
That is cool.
there was a fireman tribute and it was an outdoor tribute, and they had the
Lights.
booms up with the cherry picker up during the tribute. This is in Minneapolis? No, I'm sorry, Minnesota, I think it was. Yeah, Minnesota. The boom is up in the air. They are claiming this was out of nowhere. A bald eagle comes and sits on it.
Oh, wow.
I thought that was really cool.
Nice.
Wow.
I like it.
That video of that?
I saw a photo. I didn't see a video. But there might be one. I don't know. But
Interesting.
so I thought that was some cool stuff.
Nice.
The
Go ahead.
what the hell was? Oh yeah, the Mets hit 5 home runs last night too.
Oh, that I didn't know.
Yeah, 5. 2 by Davis, 2 by McNeil, and 1 by another guy. Not Alonso.
Oh, really?
Giving them 4 20-plus home run hitters in their lineup for the 4th time ever.
Oh, wow.
The Mets. Well, and each time I think they made the playoffs.
And speaking of Alonso, Graz posted the Alonso had special sneakers made.
Yes,
for the
and
team,
the
9/11
MLB
sneakers.
said they will not fine him for that.
Right.
Although speaking,
Yes.
what are you talking about?
MLB.
No, good. You finish yours, then I'll go to mine.
Didn't they tell the Mets yesterday they couldn't wear 9/11 hats or something like that yesterday?
Oh, that I don't know. That I didn't
who
hear.
would say that? Really?
I think there was something like that. I could have sworn I heard that yesterday. The Mets wanted to wear 9/11 hats, and MLB said no.
Why would they
that's
say
possible.
no?
If anybody has more,
They should have did
details
what
on
they
that.
did back then, wear the NYPD, the FDNY.
Right, which I believe they've done since from time to time.
yeah, I thought so.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, they should
I
have let
would
them
think
do
they'd
that.
make it an annual thing.
All right. Speaking of which,
Yeah.
wearing things you're not supposed to wear on the playing field.
Thank you, Jeff Bosey, by the way. Go ahead.
Did you hear? I know you're not a big football fan, but did you hear that Odell Beckham Jr., the not me, I'm a team player guy,
Yeah.
wore a $250,000 watch
Yes, I did.
while
hear about
playing football?
this. Last Sunday, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So the NFL said there are to be no more. There's no rule against wearing jewelry. However, there is a rule about wearing hard objects.
Yeah,
so
you
that's
can't
why
wear,
he can't wear.
You can wear jewelry?
Yeah, apparently.
Wouldn't it scrape people like the
Well,
other
no,
team?
Isn't
because
that your
usually
own
they're talking
risk?
about earrings are under the helmet, and
Oh,
I don't think it's
not
smart.
exposed.
So the watch is considered a hard object.
Right. Well, yeah.
Well, yeah,
it was,
like
it was-
smack
it-
someone with it.
200, and I'm like, what if somebody hit him and cracked it?
That's his problem.
Right.
I know, but you're
Like, I
you're
would
out
feel-
there.
Which
You're
I
out
hope
there.
they did.
Hold on, they didn't. But you're out there in Cleveland, where it's not exactly your.
Where is he?
I don't feel bad for this
Cleveland.
idiot.
Back in Cleveland. You're not exactly in the heart of the economic boom of the country, and you're out there flaunting a $250,000
be an
watch
asshole.
like it's nothing. Well, that's why the Giants traded him.
Good.
Because he's an asshole. He's
I
an
hope it
asshole.
got
You wouldn't be
broken.
saying he's an
I mean,
asshole
at
if
the
he was
same
still
time,
here.
If he wore that on the Giants field, yeah, I
Yeah,
would.
he would.
He's an asshole.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Listen,
Yeah.
you son of a bitch. He's an asshole.
Is that Pink Panther?
No.
No, he's talking about
Uncle Louie.
Uncle Louie. But it's
Hello,
funny when
Robin
Uncle
Eve.
Louie does it.
It is fine. I love when Uncle does it.
Do you watch Rodea? Because he does a lot of the same type of humor.
Yeah.
I think he's just. Did you see?
They're
Did
very
you watch
funny.
it the other night?
No, I don't watch it when you're on. It's
Oh, I don't
ridiculous.
blame
I'm
you.
like, oh,
He
him again?
is. He was talking to his
I
father.
can't see you. One more second.
No, because Tuesdays, on Tuesdays, what time?
8:00.
Yeah, I'm still running around by then.
He had his father on the phone.
Yeah.
His father.
Oh, this is so funny.
His father.
I was like, tears are coming out of my eyes.
His TV remote wasn't working.
Yes.
So Anthony says, "Well, and he's describing. I hit the button and then nothing happened on the TV." He said, "Well, did you change the battery?" "Yeah, I took out the battery. I put the battery back in." He said, "What kind of battery?" Ah! I swear to God,
And then
was
Anthony's
crying.
like, people think we set this up ahead of time. I can tell you, you could follow
Wow.
us around the country.
We
And these are the
Oh,
conversations
poor old
we
Italian
have.
man.
you
So it's AAA.
Oh, right, and that's what I said. I go, if it was AA, it would just be ah.
And then I come to find out, like, and then he says you have to throw out the old batteries and put in new batteries. Like,
You put the same exact batteries back
he
in?
said that he takes them out, he puts them in the freezer, he shakes them around, he puts them back in, and then he's like, and then it works.
Yeah,
so it's
sometimes
not
they
the
do.
battery.
Sometimes they do.
And then
What-
Anthony's like, well, it just gets juiced up for like 2 minutes. He's like, does it work for like, 4 minutes? He's like, yeah, and then it stops. And it's like this whole conversation was so
Right.
funny.
Well, he was saying he takes them out, puts it back in.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, and we
I do that too if I don't feel like getting up with the battery. But I know that eventually when I do get up, I'm going to have to get more batteries.
Right. Well, that's what we were saying. It's really, I agree with him. We were saying it's really an Italian thing that, you blow on it, you put it back in. They believe
I've
it's going
never
to last.
heard that in my life.
Right.
And,
Oh my
and
goodness,
they believe
still-
batteries last longer if you keep them in the freezer
I'm like,
or
you
the
keep 'em in the
refrigerator,
Yes.
which
freezer?
is totally ridiculous.
Yes.
And they were like, yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest, that's not just an Italian thing though. My pop did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was Irish and Scottish. But he was also just like
He was just drunk.
no, I mean maybe, but like he was just kind of like, well, I don't want to. He was the kind of guy that like fixed everything with gray tape.
Right.
Right.
He was like the
He was
gray tape
MacGyver.
guy.
Steve
Yeah, he was
Belanger's
MacGyver. He
watching.
was the Squirrel Man
It
MacGyver.
was so cute, though.
What is that?
That is
like
funny.
his dad on the phone.
It was-
oh my
yeah, it was
god, I just
hysterical. We
love
were
his
dying.
dad.
So funny.
That
It is
is
so
funny.
funny. Like the first time you meet Anthony, he'll pretend to be his dad with the accent, and then like it was like a few weeks later, his dad called in, and it was completely exact.
So
It
funny.
was so funny.
Did I see Rick was watching before?
Rick was watching.
Rick,
and-
are you still there? I totally forgot to ask Rick last night if he would like to do Zach's movie.
Oh, you summon a bitch.
You have been confirmed.
Yes.
Lilo has confirmed that she'd do it.
Really?
And
I
we
like working with Lilo.
Yeah, man.
She in a bikini in this?
I think Zach already said no.
Damn it. Well, can we change it?
Oh, Lou
Rewrite?
Greco is watching. We were just
Hello,
talking about
Greg.
you guys.
We were just talking about you. We just said you're an asshole. No, you weren't, but somebody else was, so I said asshole. Oh, we were talking about Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham
With
Jr.
with
is
his-
an asshole.
With his stupid.
But yeah, he's in the
watch.
heart of Cleveland, and people. How many people in Cleveland don't make $250,000 a year? Probably all of them. And
All
this
of
idiot's
them.
running around the
Every
field
single
with a
one of them.
$250,000 watch on, flaunting it. But nah, it's not all about me. It's about the team. He's an ass.
What a dick.
All right, well, I agree he's an asshole, but what does that have to do with being a team player?
I don't think it had to do with that.
I
think
do.
It had, did
I
it?
do,
Yeah,
because he
so
wants.
explain that.
He knew he was going to get caught. There's cameras all over the place, and he wants the attention. And he look what I got, and it's all about me. And they end up losing by 30 points. And my
He was
grandpa
probably
did
weighed
that. He
down by
was
the
cheap.
watch.
It's Andrew.
So you're saying he wore the watch so that they would show it and
It
him
would
on
just cause
TV?
Yes.
controversy.
Gina says her mom keeps. We're back on the batteries thing. Keeps the batteries. People are. Rob keeps them in the fridge as well.
See, like, yeah,
See, it's not just an Italian
Not just
thing.
an Italian thing.
It's a
For
Jewish
the
thing.
longest
It's an
time,
Italian thing. It's a
the
Greek
longest
thing.
time, we would take it out and put it in the fridge or the freezer. And
Yeah.
Be like,
well,
"We'll check it
okay, all
tomorrow."
right. Check it out. Storing them in a lower temperature will slow their self-discharge rate dramatically.
See,
So they're right.
That's
Oh, so we should
scientifically
keep our
supported.
penises in the fridge.
slow just. Well,
That
you
would-
apparently you don't have to since it was 10 minutes the first
It
time.
was. Jim Raya is watching too. Jim.
Yes.
I suggested to Eric, and maybe we'll make the call in a little while, but I think you and Graz should come in tomorrow and do a little, trash talk, battling,
roast?
just like every other big time historic sporting match.
Yes.
Yeah, not
Maybe
to
we'll have
interrupt
to
Because
you,
it's this Sunday.
but
Right, so maybe we have
apparently
to
it,
separate them.
Goes
it
or-
doesn't do it by much. It's just a really tiny amount of charge. So everyone don't get up and get your batteries in the freezer.
Tiny amount
Okay,
of-
go ahead.
Charge.
Yeah, they're like it's not that big of a deal.
Govs or Govs Radio should do a roast.
Of who?
I don't know. Just people
Of
like
Courtney.
comedian.
They
No.
do. The comedians do roasts in the little room
Oh, yeah?
sometimes. Yeah, they did one for. Didn't they do one for Joey?
You should stream. We should stream one. That'd be good.
I don't
That'd
know.
be funny.
Oh no, they did one for Richie Byrne. Joey was there.
But
Richie
that's-
Byrne. They did one. They did one for for Joe Starr.
Isn't
they
that where you
did
say mean things though?
It's
one.
like
Yeah, but it's all in fun.
yeah, it's like half jokes. You know,
I don't think I would like that. I'd cry.
the person has to be like a
sad.
really good sport.
Yes.
I wouldn't be able to do it because I'd feel like I was hurting their feelings, and then I wouldn't want it done to me because I'd cry.
Nah, I'm
I'd
like
roast.
I think
waiting
I'm out
to-
on the roast.
Me
I'd
and my
roast
friends were
everybody.
all like, "Oh, we should roast each other." I'm like, I don't think you'd be able to handle
Even
it.
when Anthony Rodia does crank calls, which is his thing, I'm like, I kind of feel bad for the people.
Oh my God.
All right, so go ahead, do a roast right now for Eric.
I'm not good at roasting people on the
Oh,
spot.
you just want to see it done by other people.
I would like to see it done, and then when I think of something, I would like to participate.
All right, so you need time to prepare. So if
Definitely.
We said, so next Thursday, you come in here and do a roast of Eric. You have a week to prepare. Is that long enough?
How long am I roasting him for?
Wait, why is it me?
5
Is
minutes.
he
You're the
medium
one who
rare?
brought it up.
I didn't bring it up. She brought it up.
Oh, roast
3
Tony
minutes.
then.
No, too late. I came up with it first.
Roast all three of
Eric.
us.
Except
Oh,
for
all
me,
right.
or I'll cry.
All right, so
No,
a 3-minute roast.
Hello?
You spend a minute on each of us.
Oh, goodness.
nothing. You called me.
Okay. Can I get J-Plo to help me?
I was gonna say where I was calling.
Oh.
I think I was calling just to say hello.
Okay. Hello, dear.
Hi, honey.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Hi.
All right. Bye. Bye.
Okay. I was gonna yell. You're on the air. Calm down, because I didn't want to say something personal.
Nah.
She
no.
sounded like she was getting a little mushy there, so I got a little.
What's the most she's
Was
gonna?
that
We
your
don't.
wifey?
We're gonna be
Your
married
waifu?
19 years. We don't
So?
have phone sex.
I didn't say phone sex.
Oh.
I just said mushy. What did she say? Honey, I love you, honey, or
love
something.
you,
All
honey.
right.
That's all.
I know. I just didn't know if it was going to go further. So she
no.
would have killed you if
She knows.
she knew she was on the air just now.
She knows what time I'm on the air every day.
She knew she was on the air just now.
No.
Exactly. You're
probably
welcome.
doesn't remember.
You're welcome.
We're welcome. What? Nothing happened.
If she kept going, she would have
What
killed
was the
you.
worst that would have gonna happen? That she said she loves me.
No, I'm saying if she went further.
That's all she would have said, though. That's all she would have said. There's nothing else.
Very
she would have
vanilla.
Said. Yeah.
Only
there's
lasts
nothing-
3
yeah,
seconds
she's
and
not
doesn't
gonna-
Yeah, but
Doesn't
what
have
if she would've
phone
said
sex with his
something
wife.
personal,
Oh,
like,
here's some
like, I don't know.
ammo
I
for
have
the
to get my nipple
roast.
cream at the drugstore. I have
She
no idea.
doesn't have nipple cream. Although we do have to. I do have to pick up prescriptions at the drugstore.
You're live on the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show. Who's this?
Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi.
How you doing?
How are you?
Good. Good.
What are
I
you
just
doing?
need to post about your Tiffany being on your.
I'm sorry, Kathy. We can't hear you too well. What'd you say?
I said I think that you guys had a Tiffany on your show. This is the hotline number that they gave.
Yes, yes. Oh, you're watching the replay. Tiffany was on the Long Island Breakfast Club show with Tina Valentina. Yeah, she was on earlier. That show's off now. Now there's a new show on. Hi, how are you?
Hi. Sorry. Hi. How are you?
That's okay.
Nothing to be sorry
Thank
for.
you for calling in. Thank you for watching.
Yes. Thank you. Have a good day, you guys.
You too.
You too.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
She sounded a little like she was ready for phone sex.
I was
was
worried
ready.
about her. What she
Oh,
was
I don't
gonna
care about
say.
her. I don't know her.
She sounded hella disappointed.
Yeah, she was like, Tiffany? I'm like, no, sorry. That was the old show.
She couldn't wait to get off the
At
phone.
first,
I know.
whenever someone calls in, half the time I'm like, is this a prank? Because half the time
I
it's
thought it was too.
usually
I
a
thought it was
prank.
going to be Shane Coyle again pranking
I was
us.
just being like, is someone going to start saying they're going to slap somebody?
I'm going to slap you in your face.
I am right outside.
Jackie Sherman Guido, you have a great day too. So they're still talking about the freezer and stuff. Jeff Bosey used to put his
I know.
Atari and Nintendo cartridges in the freezer.
What?
So you had
You would put your
longer game
Nintendo
time?
cartridges? See, when you like blew
That's
on the
dangerous.
metaphorical battery, I was thinking like it's a Nintendo 64 cartridge. Like whenever it would stop working, you just blow in it and put it back in and hope it would work. Even though you would literally go online, like this is once internet was more accessible. It's like, do not blow into the cartridge. I'm like, then why does it work every time we do it? I don't understand.
You know what we need? We need Gina to look this stuff up, because I just did a mere Google search, and one thing said that it would help dramatically, and the other one said don't even bother, it just mildly helps. So we need Gina to like really research this.
Hello, Joe.
is Kenny
Or
talk-
Rob Shapiro.
Yeah. I mean, we used to keep them in the freezer. We don't anymore, but
Like, is it worth it? Because I don't have room in my
I don't
freezer.
know. to
I
be
never
honest.
noticed a difference. My grandmother, I remember her for years doing that. I don't
Yeah?
remember seeing a big
Yeah,
difference.
I want room for ice cream, not
I remember
batteries.
being surprised that it would like go from being totally dead to like working for a day, but it was only like a day. It wasn't
Yeah.
like the battery regained life.
So I guess it's a good idea if you have no more batteries. So you figure, all right, well, I get a day out of this one. That gives me time to go out and get new ones.
Yeah, exactly. I
have
think that's
room.
more of the purpose of it.
Joe DeJeju is watching. Hello, Joe. Joe returns this Monday. His show's been off, what, a good month, huh?
Yeah, I know. I'm disgusted with him.
Joe returns this Monday. And Joe,
Right.
who are your guests, Joe?
Ringo Starr and
Oh.
Santana.
Send
Excellent.
me the information if you want it on the social media.
Oh, that's right.
Because if I don't know it, I'm not posting it.
Joe, you got to send the info to Courtney, and she'll post it all over the place.
I don't know what Kenny's talking about.
Is that,
What did he say?
He said, and to watch the end of Black Klansman to see if he noticed the end of Black Klansman when Flip joins the KKK.
Who's Flip?
I don't know.
I think is it the
He's a character in that
the
movie?
I
didn't-
It's
Yeah.
probably the background.
I didn't see the movie. I don't know.
I did. It was good. It wasn't great. It was good.
Zach said Zach likes it.
I
Zach saw it
didn't
and he
see it.
liked it.
What, Black Klansman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like it, but I don't agree with Kenny. Kenny thinks that the Denzel Washington's son, I forgot the name of the character, who infiltrated the KKK. Do you know the story
No.
behind it? Oh, okay. There's a black police officer,
Oh,
and
my
he
God.
calls up the KKK
Oh.
and tries to join,
Oh my God.
and they say okay.
what? He's doing this undercover?
Yes.
Okay.
He just started it without his. Well, this is the movie. He just started it without his boss's approval.
Oh,
he was like,
okay.
Fuck this.
Oh, boy.
So he gets approval to meet them, and then goes, "Well, I can't go to the meeting." So he gets another police officer, this guy Flip, who is Adam Driver,
Yeah.
to go to the meeting for him.
Adam Driver,
Yeah,
he killed Harrison Ford.
I know. So he goes to the meeting as whatever the character's name is, and then they kind of develop from there. So the phone conversations with the black police officer, the in-face conversations are with Adam Driver. In the end, they bust the local chapter of the KKK and do all that stuff. And then Kenny thinks at the end they do like a zoom-in shot of the KKK, and it's Flip under the mask, which could quite possibly be, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's, him probably trying to bust another chapter or something. I don't know.
Oh, and Kenny's saying it's him, like, he became brainwashed?
he-
I
Like,
guess. I don't know what
joined?
he's saying, but I don't even know why he's bringing it up. We weren't even talking about that. He's so weird.
Yeah, I don't know why he brought that up.
Oh,
here.
no. Now he's going to call and tell why he's talking about it. I should have brought it up.
You're live on the Knock on Dead Comedy Radio Show. Who's this?
So his name is Ron Stallworth, man.
Ron Stallworth.
Yes.
And you're bringing this up, why?
No,
why are you
no,
bringing this up?
because we were talking about Grease 2, and I wanted to hear Rick's take on Grease 2, but then I also said, while we're talking about movies, I wonder if he noticed at the end of The Black Klansman, Spike Lee, there's a pan-in on one of the Klansmen.
I still don't think
And
it was Flip.
it goes under the hood, and it's Adam Driver.
Yeah, but even if it is, so what? He's busting.
What did he do? Did he join because
No,
because
he's
people
busting another
are-
chapter.
What?
He's busting another chapter of the Klan, that's all.
Maybe, or
No, or...
was he a sheep that
What?
bought into it? Did he? I mean, he got into that character, right? Didn't
Yeah, I guess.
he? So did he buy into it
No.
and then just stayed with the Klan? Because
No.
nobody knows who he is.
Well,
They don't know he's Jewish. They don't know anything.
That's the beauty of a good movie. It's open to
Exactly, I was just
interpretation.
gonna
Kenny
say.
has his, you have yours.
You're
He's
still
busting another
talking about
chapter.
it. That writer did a good job.
It did. It brought up questions. And first of all, everybody's like, "No, that's not him," and I'm like, "Yes, it is."
I don't think it was him.
Rick said that he thinks he reviewed this movie on the show.
Yes.
He did. Oh, all right, never mind then. But Eric, watch the end. You can even watch it on a YouTube clip. They show it. You know, when Denzel Washington and his girlfriend, or not Denzel, Ron Stallworth, and they're going down the hall, but they're
It
on like a
was Denzel's
platform, so
son.
they're not really walking. Then there's a cross burning.
Yeah.
They pan in under the mask. It's him.
Oh.
It's a cool ending. All right.
Yeah,
But
Zach
then-
wants
but-
us to watch it.
But then he spliced. No, I don't want you to watch it. But then he spliced in the stupid North Carolina shit at the end after the fact. That was a little weird.
Breaking news. Breaking news, everybody.
What?
October 11th and 12th. October 11th and 12th. Right here. Get your tickets right away. Artie Lang at Governor's. 7 months clean.
Shit, I was going to bring that up. Did you see what he posted?
Yes.
Did you see his picture yesterday?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He looks fantastic.
He does.
He
Let
does.
me find it.
So he is
He looks like he lost. He said 7 months sober, right?
7.5 months.
7.5 months. He
Right.
looks like he went through a body transformation. It looks like he's like a bodybuilder now. He's great shape. The nose is still fucked up.
Well, I don't think he's ever getting that back.
Well, he can get surgery on that.
Good.
no?
If he makes some money, yeah, he gets some plastic surgery.
Well, here he comes. Artie Lang, October 11th and 12th. Get your tickets now.
Huh. Could I play a game for those tickets?
No.
Get him,
Those tickets are going to sell out.
Yeah, what did he end up doing? Did he go like away to a facility? What did
I
he
have
end
no
up
idea. It
doing?
doesn't say.
Oh,
let's get him on
Yeah,
this
he-
damn show.
He was in rehab.
yeah. Did
I think it says
he went
there,
away?
he was in rehab and he's been 7 months clean.
Good for him.
Yes, because he looked horrible on
Yeah,
that Pete
'cause he
Holmes show.
was-
Ugh.
Yeah.
He wasn't looking good.
Plus, he looked
Yeah.
horrible when he was doing that, he was doing community service.
Yeah.
So he looked horrible then too.
Oh, when they took pictures of him. Oh.
Yeah, when he was doing the garbage pickup.
Look, good for him. He's a funny motherfucker.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
He
was
is.
great.
He was one of the better things on Stern.
October 11th and 12th, baby.
All right, brother. Peace.
All right,
Later.
bye-bye.
Trying to
Go to rehab?
I'm trying to get
I say
this
no.
mirrored on the wall here.
Damn.
So
his
there you go,
nose is
October 11th and
messed
12th.
up. What
Breaking
happened to
news.
his nose?
Arthur Lang. It just collapsed because he snorted so much cocaine and heroin.
Oh, really?
So everything inside just collapsed and just
Oh
now
my
it's just
God.
like this blob
It
on
literally
his
just
face.
looks like it melted.
Yeah. Well, don't do cocaine or heroin.
Oh my God. I had no
Courtney.
idea that was a thing.
You hear me?
Yeah, trust me. No,
Better not.
never.
Better not do that while you're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, please.
Oh, the elf has to snort heroin for being a bad elf.
Nah, you have to be more worried about us drinking too much ale and wine.
Ah, look at you
Wine
guys.
and beer. Name the show. Name them. Name them.
Good Boys. I don't know.
No.
You name it.
No, I asked you to name it.
Don't know it.
Rent.
Oh, I never saw that stupid movie.
You have to watch it.
I'm not watching
No,
that
no.
shit.
You said if I watched that one movie, you told me to watch
Which
that.
you never did.
Because I never told you to watch a movie.
Well, all right. Well, you got to watch yours, and I'll watch that
Yeah.
one.
Okay. What was it?
And I'll
again?
hate it.
Wait. What movie did
Yeah,
you
exactly.
watch?
Exactly.
It was something.
No.
I forget. What was it?
Oh my God.
It was
Jeff-
wait. It was the football movie that's not about football.
Yeah.
Rudy.
Rudy.
Oh yeah, Rudy.
Ha! See, I
It's
remembered.
Rudy.
So
you watch Rudy, I'll watch
Rudy,
Rent.
and you watch
Both
Rent.
with R's, both with 4 letters.
Yeah,
Yes,
see?
I know. I make that point all the time, Jeff. Read Jeff's
I
comment.
really
'cause-
wish you could
Yeah,
watch the play
hold
because the
on.
play is so much
Jeff
better than the
Bosey
movie.
said, sometimes when Kenny speaks, helps remind me of the line from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles when Steve Martin says, when you're telling these stories, have a point. It makes it so much nicer for the listener.
He actually says it makes it so much more interesting for the listener. You're like a chatty Cathy, but you pull your own string. That was a great. Yeah, I feel that way a lot, Jeff. A lot. Let me tell you.
Poor Kenny.
Yeah. So anyway, Rudy and Rent.
I'll have
What's
your...
funny? You can't get it?
No, I'm having all sorts of issues.
Oh no.
Always.
What, you just want to put the picture up there?
Yeah, I just want to put the stupid picture up on the screen.
Well,
Now we're just randomly having you cue Rent or Rent. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. I said Rent, and now everyone's like,
La Vie Bohème. Please stop. All right, so you watch
No.
you watch what do you call it, and I'll watch Harry's God of War.
That's not what I meant to do.
That's it. That
It
now
was the
that's
next one under it. The E is getting jammed. So
oh, jam on it. There it is, right there. That's the picture. That's the picture. Fox
I don't know. I just
out
clicked
of
on
rehab.
Yeah, that one.
That's it.
What did you do? Oh, there it is.
Time to go to rehab, and I said no.
Well, that's not even. That's yeah. There you go.
Yeah, he looks. He actually looks really good. If his nose was.
It literally looks
It-
melted.
It actually looks better though since he's lost weight.
Yeah.
But I would think, even though it's collapsed, I would still think you can
Well,
get.
I
I would
plastic
I
assume.
bet
surgery.
he was still,
It would-
before 7 months, he was probably still putting stuff in it.
It's
so
probably
he
like
left it
you have to
alone
do this
for a
whole
bit.
reconstruction of it. Because
for
like
him. He
it's
looks great.
It's not just like, oh, let me cut off this lumpy part of your nose. It's I have to fix it
Right.
because
I like
there's
his
no more
refrigerator.
nostrils. It looks like.
So what did it say? 7 months sober. 7 months.
Great
14
to be
days sober?
home.
That's
7
my
months,
refrigerator.
14 days sober, but 1 day at a time. Lots of new stories to tell. We'll announce some new tour dates on Friday. Thanks for the
Good.
support. Love you all.
Nice.
Isn't that my refrigerator?
Good morning,
Yeah.
Bruno.
Boop. Oh,
That-
we
yep.
didn't sign
Uh-oh.
That is your refrigerator. Oh,
That's in
so
Sally's
that's
house.
what on Twitter. All right, I'm going
Yeah.
on Twitter right
He's
now.
in my house.
On
I'll
Twatter.
I'll
He twatted
retweet
that.
it.
I'm going to tell him get on the show.
Okay.
He's got. When is it? October what?
11th and 12th. Rob says he owns Rent, the movie on DVD. Okay. What?
See,
Stop
half your
talking.
job's already done for you.
Please. You're never gonna watch Rudy, so I'm never gonna have to watch Rent. This
That's
is
not true.
beautiful.
If I say I'm gonna do something, I do it, unless my mom tells me not to.
Bruno, I said good morning to Bruno already, right? Yes, I did. So good morning, Bruno, for watching.
Hello,
What happened
Bruno.
to our top fan status and all that stuff?
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen that in like a week.
Yeah, I got to check that out later. We used to have top fans.
Maybe Facebook unmuted that one thing, but then got mad at us anyway.
And then took that away?
I'm going to take your top fan away.
Yeah, that's weird. I got to check that out. Maybe it got disabled somehow. I'll re-enable it. Yeah, so Odell Beckham's a jerk. I still think he's a jerk. And the Browns play the Jets this week, so that's going to be interesting. We're going to have the Odell in the Meadowlands again.
You're live on the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show. Who's this?
Hey, this is your movie reviewer, Rick. What's
Hey.
going on?
Rick, I'm back.
Hello, Ricky.
Hey, been listening to you guys this morning. Lots of movie talk. So,
Yes.
wait, now, Kenny wants me to review Grease 2.
I don't know what.
Is there,
Please just
is
ignore
there
him.
a specific... I mean, I'll totally do it.
No.
Just ignore him. Did you ever see it?
Oh, yeah, I've seen Grease 2 many times.
Why?
Because it was always on TV. It would be Grease, and then Grease 2 would play right after it.
Grease 2 is
So you
awful.
had to watch it.
I remember one Saturday, every Saturday for like, I don't know, a year, Turner and Hooch was on right in the middle of the day.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I think I must have seen that movie like 18,000 times.
And you don't even want to. It's just because
I like the movie, but it's
it's
just
on.
that's when I made my sandwich and sat down and hi, Turner and Hooch.
Yeah.
Turner and Hooch.
You know, I don't think I'll ever watch the movie Ghost not on TV, because Ghost came on every day for like 5 years, and I watched it 4 of those years. So
Right.
I don't ever need to see that movie again. Like, I love Whoopi Goldberg in that movie.
Oda Mae
but
Brown.
I never need...
Oda Mae Brown.
I never need to see Oda Mae Brown go to the bank again, because I've seen her do it 400 times.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not funny anymore. It's hilarious. That's one of my favorite Whoopi Goldberg performances, whatever, like one of the funniest things.
Yeah.
I thought her
played on
funniest was
TV
The Color
so
Purple.
much. What was that?
I said I thought her funniest was The Color Purple.
Oh yeah, that's a hilarious movie.
Only
Remember when her dad abused her?
Yeah, that was
That was
I was
great.
dying. Only second to that was 12 Years a Slave. That was another great one.
All right, well,
Classic,
all right,
classic,
Oh yeah, you know, people
classic comedy
never
there.
talk about that movie when it comes to great comedies. I think it's very underrated.
Guys,
are you
You know?
are you reviewing something today or no?
Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk It 2. It 2 was
It.
interesting.
It
Did you
too,
guys
Brute.
see it? It's Chapter 2.
Yes.
Fancy.
Oh,
Did you
Schindler's
guys-
List.
It was trash.
Schindler's List, another great comedy. Right?
Wait, did I hear It 2 was trash?
That's what
Yeah.
I've heard.
Kinda. I think there's a lot in it that's good, but it's not a good movie overall. It's very, very flawed. Like it wants to be a dark comedy instead of a horror movie, and
Right.
they do that a little too much.
Is
I love
Stephen
Bill
King
Hader.
involved in this?
Stephen King, I don't know how much. I think he's a producer. He actually has a cameo where he's like a creepy old guy in a bike shop. And I don't know if it was
Oh, is he
funny
gonna be-
or just awkward. It was interesting.
Is he going to be the next Stan Lee being in all of his movies?
Yeah, well, you know, he's already done that. He's already been in a lot of his
No, I know
movies,
he's been in a
found
few.
out.
I know he's been in a few. He was in Creep Show. He was in what was the other one?
Yeah,
I forgot.
can't
But
remember.
yeah, but they're redoing The Shining too, aren't they? Making a remake of The Shining, and he's going to be in
Oh,
it.
are they?
Yeah,
Oh,
and it's not a
God.
remake; it's a reboot.
Reboot. It's a reboot.
A reboot?
Yeah.
Isn't
How do
that
you
just the same
reboot
thing?
a singular movie? You don't reboot a movie. You reboot a franchise.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It is a sequel. It's now it's
Oh,
the
okay.
son, that little
Oh, a
kid. It's him.
sequel.
It's
Yes.
him grown up.
Yes,
sorry,
that's what it is.
I had a brain fart.
What movie is this?
I
The Shining.
immediately
Oh.
don't like that. No, I'm not on board. He
'Cause,
did
like,
The Shining.
Is
It's
he going back to
amazing.
the mansion?
Leave it alone. He did a TV movie of The Shining, which I hear is terrible.
Yeah, because Stephen
it's
King
more
hated the
faithful to his
original
book.
movie.
Yeah, he
Stephen
did.
King hated the movie.
He hated the movie because
Yeah,
it didn't
he hated
end
The
like it did in
Shining.
the book. So
Oh.
he
I
remade
know-
it himself
yeah.
to end the way he wanted it to, and it didn't have as much success as the first one.
You know what? Actually, there's a really funny running gag in it too, where one of the kids grows up to be a writer, and everybody tells him how much his endings suck throughout the movie, which I thought was really funny because I mean, that's a big Stephen King thing, that a lot of people hate his endings. But the movie, It Too, I liked the first one. I know, Eric, you're not so big on it, right?
Nah, I didn't like it at all. I thought it was.
I really
I
liked
thought it was
it.
funny.
I thought the
I didn't
kids
think it
were
was
great.
scary at all.
The Shining?
I thought
No,
I
It.
thought there was
Oh,
some,
okay.
no, It.
What?
I thought there were bits with Pennywise that were really creepy. I thought that actor did a really good
Sally's
job.
just trying to keep up.
Sally's high again.
More contact highs from Linda
No,
Bart.
the original I thought was more. Besides the opening scene where where Pennywise
Yeah.
takes the kid down the sewer,
Yeah.
the rest of it was just comical. I'm like, this is bad.
So, yeah, there's even more of that in 2, so I don't recommend it for you.
No.
If you like the cast is really good. There's a few
Who's
pretty
in it?
creepy scenes. Jessica Chastain plays
Yeah. Oh, I like
the
her.
girl grown up.
I like her.
Yeah, Bill
There you
Hader,
go.
really good. James McAvoy was really good. He plays the kid who had the stutter in the first one.
Oh, I like James McAvoy.
James McAvoy is great.
So
So,
this
he
is
was-
just all the kids grown up in this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
it is. And while I was watching it, there's a lot of CGI, and it really makes it less scary because everything looks a little phony.
Right.
So when the CGI clown like spider creature is running toward you, you don't feel that. They linger on it too long. A scary scene is better if it's played kind of dark, if it's played really fast.
Right.
The pacing's horrible. The movie's almost 3 hours long.
Oh my
And you
God.
really feel it. 3 hours
That's
for
rough.
a horror sequel. And it's because they did these really extended flashback scenes with the kids where they're just being tormented by the clown a little bit more.
Right.
You know,
right.
it doesn't add anything to the story. It's just long scenes where they're being chased by him. And what's really interesting is I thought they shot those scenes when the kids were still young, like 2 years ago. There's a kid from Stranger Things who plays Mike in those. I forget his name. But as you're watching the flashback scenes in this movie, I thought they just shot those a few years ago. But it turns out they actually shot it with the kids recently and then CGI'd their faces and messed around with their voices to make them seem younger. I was like, that blew my mind because it didn't look like it. They
Right.
actually looked like they were when they were kids, or, just younger. So that was interesting. That was a good effect that I didn't even notice or I didn't pick up on.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. It too, 5 out of 10, really mediocre.
Yeah.
But,
I
if you
probably would
saw
have given it 2.
Yeah, probably, if you didn't even like... Because I like the first. I think the first is one of the better horror movies.
I'm
to come
looking
out
forward to
in
Rambo
recent
coming
years.
out this week, next week. And,
Another Rambo?
Yeah, Rambo Last Blood.
And it takes
Oh
place
my
on
God.
the home soil
Yes,
for the
of
first time. What?
Gee,
the home soil of.
The United States.
That's right.
Oh.
he takes on all the geriatrics. He goes to the nurse.
Exactly.
He breaks out
No,
of
I
the
think it's
nursing
more like
home.
it's more like Taken, because they take his his niece or something. Then
Yeah.
His niece would be like
The
50.
Takens.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you in your face.
I'm gonna kill you. I just need a nap first.
Yeah.
I love Sylvester Stallone.
I'm gonna go see it, and I want to see the Joker. Those are the two
yeah.
those
When's
are the two
the
I'm
Joker
dying to
come
see.
out?
October.
Yeah, I'll see Joker.
October 6th.
The trailers look good.
The trailer
Yeah.
looks fantastic. And the
I'm
Breaking
gonna call
Bad
in
one.
next week. There's actually 2. I want you guys to see these stand-up specials. So I watched the new Chappelle one,
Yeah.
which I thought was pretty good. It's a little controversial, but I didn't honestly think it was bad. Like, he didn't say anything hateful.
No.
People in the LGBTQ plus community are kind of upset about that, but I don't know. Well, we could talk about that next time.
All right.
And I also just watched Bill Burr's new special, which was great.
He's great, yeah.
Yeah, Bill Burr is so funny, so angry.
All right. Well,
All right.
Before you go,
Yeah.
two quick things. Speaking of movies,
Okay.
That's one.
Speaking of movies, do you,
Yeah.
would you like to be in
Oh,
a
yeah.
student film?
Perhaps. Let's talk about it.
All right. My son is.
I'd have to see the script.
You
Well,
not.
Talk to my agent.
Here's the down. Well, there's good news and bad news.
Give
to
them the
this.
synopsis.
There's good news and bad news.
No,
to
there's
this.
only great news. You're working with a wonderful pair of actors.
Well, that would be
Okay.
Lilo. She's got a wonderful pair. That would be Lilo. Do you know Lilo, or was she in Knock 'em Dead Comedy before you? Like, did she leave before you came in?
Lilo.
She left first.
Oh,
She must. Yeah, she must have. I don't know her.
Oh, okay. Well, she's great. So she's in it. Now,
Okay.
the bad news is Eric is in it.
Are you like sucking
Oh,
up a
damn it.
straw of something?
Deal breaker. No, that's the wind. I'm outside.
So yeah, so it's a movie about it's a movie with you. It would be you, Eric, and Lilo. I don't really know I'm not really sure what the Eric and Lilo are married. He kind of more like
Oh, Eric's not my love interest.
no.
I
Well,
could be
that's
if you
real
want
life.
it.
That's real
I
life.
could be if you wanted to be Rick. Oh, Rick.
All right.
Actually, when do you come back from your trip in October?
I'm coming back. I think Halloween.
Oh,
when
all
I
right,
come in.
because that's when he wants to film. I believe it's during sometime the first week of November. All right, so this works.
Okay.
All right.
You know what? I'm down.
Oh, Rick's in?
Yeah, he's in.
The cast
Let's
is
do it.
set. The cast is set.
Cast is
However,
set.
I may be
out.
recast. I may be recast.
Why?
Because Zach said I didn't really fit the role.
No, he.
This
he,
was like a
he
this was
said
like a
that
pity
he thought
casting.
about it, and
No.
then he decided that you did.
All
Right. All right. So now, Rick,
Well, I feel bad. I don't want him to.
so now the other thing we have.
He brought it up to you. What do
Sure.
you feel bad about?
The other thing we have for Rick.
It's your birthday It's your birthday.
I know we're what 2
That's
days.
intense.
We're 2 days late, but happy birthday anyway, Rick.
Happy birthday,
Oh,
Rick.
good. I called in 2 days late. Thank you, guys.
That's all right, buddy.
Happy birthday.
As all right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank
We'll see you
you.
soon. Thank you for being
All
cast
right.
in this wonderful movie that Zach's going to film. And I.
Hey, I didn't even have to audition. This
That's
is
right. Neither
awesome.
did I.
He described what he was looking for. He said he wanted somebody a little young who could play a creepy role.
Oh, a creepy
A
role.
creepy role.
Perfect.
Somebody. He said, somebody on the younger side. And I told
Okay.
Rick. I showed him your picture. He said, "Yeah, that guy could work." I said, "Okay."
This will be my first.
All right.
This will be my first acting
I
experience.
looked creepy enough. Excellent.
That's right.
Isn't that so flattering?
All
right,
right,
Rick.
Thanks a
All
lot.
right. Thanks.
Thanks for
Looking forward
calling.
to that.
As two
All
of our
right.
listeners have pointed
All right,
out,
bye.
Tony is
Talk to you
wrong.
later.
I knew it before I even saw it.
Yeah.
What's that? What are we talking about?
That this is the first one that takes place on home soil.
Oh, it's not.
No.
Oh,
First Blood.
I thought when I saw the trailer for this new Rambo, I thought they said that in the trailer.
No. First Blood.
Wasn't that like the second one?
No, that was the first one.
Okay,
First
yeah. I was
Blood
gonna
took place
say,
in
wasn't he
America?
running
Pacific
into the
Northwest.
woods?
I don't even remember.
He was,
The
like,
Pacific Northwest. He was.
he was like in Alaska. Or
we
something?
came back. He spit on us.
Didn't they say something in the trailer? It's first time something.
I don't know. Let's watch it.
The
The first time he's got a family. I don't know. No, he says it for the first time in my life. I got something to fight for. Or something like I don't know. Some shit he says.
No, it wasn't something in the. It wasn't a scene.
I know
it
what he
was,
said.
It was
I know what he
a
said.
description I read that I.
Oh no, he said. You know, when I first got here, you was booing me, but then. Oh no, that was Rocky.
what?
That was Rocky 4. That was Rocky 4. But now you're cheering me if I could change. And you got to like you so much either. But if you can change and I can change, the whole world can change. Adrian. Rocky 4. Adrian. Vinny wants to come and visit us in his banana hammock.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
If you have the balls to do, well, you got
Oh,
balls.
yeah.
But if you have the nerve to do that, then come on in your banana hammock on a Monday or a Thursday, preferably.
His really would look like a banana, right?
What?
His really would look like
His
a banana.
schlong
in
would
that.
look like a banana. It's 9 inches long, apparently.
At rest.
I think both.
That's
or-
intense.
Yeah,
How do
no-
you go through life?
I don't know, but he's got a 9-inch Johnson.
There's been something weird going on with this TV.
Yeah.
It took me like 5 minutes for it to let me reconnect to it.
Ha ha ha! Vinny was not considered for the role of the creep. he's laughing.
All these years I've kept my secrets, but the time has come to face my past.
Ride till I can't no more.
Is this Old Town Road?
Yeah.
I want revenge. I want them to know that death is coming.
Rambo. See the trailer online.
Last Blood.
Wait, that wasn't even the
Balboa
trailer?
Productions.
Yeah, I don't know what the. I don't know.
I listened to Old Town Road for the first time yesterday.
For the first time ever?
First time.
Yeah, I avoided it. Oh, I'm sorry, I stole it back from you. You'll have to steal it again.
All right.
Yeah, Brian Dennehy was the bad guy in First Blood.
Love Brian Dennehy.
Yeah.
He yells out to his kid. I like that. That was great. If you're going in there after John Rambo, you're gonna need one thing. What's that?
Guts.
Body bags.
Oh, I remember that.
God didn't create John Rambo. I did. Colonel Troutman. Oh, he comes home. That's what it says?
Yeah, because he's been
Oh,
away.
maybe that's what it is. He comes home for the first time? I don't know. Forget it.
I've lived in a world of death. I've watched people I've loved die.
Oh, who's buried there? Colonel Troutman? Is that Adrian?
The bullet.
That's where Jenny is buried.
Some
Jenny.
not enough left to bury.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
All these years I've kept my secrets,
I'm taking my boys to see this.
but the time has come to face my past. And if it comes looking for me, they will welcome death.
Oh, they beat him up too. Well, that's a mistake.
Ride till I can't no more.
I want them to know
It's like Home Alone.
I am so watching this.
there's nothing they can do to stop it.
How old is he?
He's got to be in his 60s.
That's it?
I thought older. No, let me see.
You think 70s?
Did you know?
Possibly.
I'm thinking late 60s, early 70s.
Cuffing
Yeah, I'm
is 70s.
definitely late 60s.
But what's the big deal about this movie? The last one
was the last one?
What?
The last one was the last one.
Right. But it hardly got any, like, it did nothing in the box office. It hardly even got any
I don't remember the
promotion.
build-up that this one's getting. I don't really remember the build-up that this one's getting.
That's
'Cause-
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So why was that one not a big deal, but this
I don't
one
know, because
is?
there's been a big, I think there's been a big Stallone resurgence with the Creed and all this. I think that Rambo was before that.
Yeah.
It was before that, but it was after
Yeah.
Rocky Balboa.
Well, yeah.
In fact,
After Rocky?
And
or-
Rocky Balboa did well, so they probably said, let's do a Rambo.
But that's what I'm saying. But
Are
it
you
didn't
talking
do
about
anything.
the
No, it
original
didn't.
Rockies, though? Because there
No.
is a movie called Rocky Balboa.
That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. It was after
Yeah.
that
It
movie.
was?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
after Rocky Balboa.
And it was the same
He's
thing. It was-
73.
What-
One of the first
Wow.
Rambos or one of the later Rambos?
It was
No, the first Rambo was
Yeah, that's
the
why
80s.
I was getting confused. I was like, no, it wasn't. Like,
That-
no way.
That's what I'm saying. There was a after Rocky Balboa.
There
There's
was
a
another
Rambo movie,
Rambo.
which nobody cared about.
Ken Shell said Mickey is buried there. It's either Mickey, Adrian, or
Mickey,
It was
no!
sad when
Colonel
Mickey
Troutman.
died.
How
Yeah.
dare you bring up that good man?
Andrew says, I need a ride to my dialysis appointment in the Rambo voice. I need a ride to my dialysis.
Wow. So, all right. So we mentioned Artie Lang, which is great
Right.
news. He's coming, and I hope the guy is okay. He looks great. And now what?
Then people are starting to quote Rambo. That's all.
So now there's other comedian news.
Yes.
Kevin James
Yes.
has announced that
He'll be here
he's-
tomorrow.
Oh, he's got a new TV show coming.
Correct.
It's called The Crew.
On Netflix.
Right, and it takes place around a NASCAR team.
Yes.
He's the crew chief,
Yes.
and it will be filmed once again, filming on Long Island.
And once again, starring
Kevin James
and
Leah Remini
no,
and Joey Cola
no.
and
Chris
Eric
Roach.
Shevin.
Yes.
Who? Chris Roach?
Yes.
Oh, is he going to be on it?
I have no idea.
Oh, I was going to say I didn't hear that. So that's great news. More, funny guy. Maybe he will employ some guys like Chris Roach again.
Sure.
Long Island get some more work, get some
Pick me.
money into the into the county.
Starring me. Kevin
So
James
very-
is finally.
So I think this is great news, and I hope it does better than Kevin Can Wait.
I'll be
yeah.
a
I like
distressed
Kevin Can Wait.
pedestrian.
I did. I wish it was just.
I liked it when it first came on, and it
Yeah.
went
There
down
was a couple
fast.
episodes that were
Especially that second season. It really looked like nobody gave a shit.
Yeah, like I know there was one episode that was written by a high school classmate of mine, and I'm
Yes.
like, oh, cool, and I'm like, oh god, it was.
Yeah.
I think that was even the worst episode I ever saw. I mean, I feel bad, but listen, those guys got their money, I guess, but I wish it would have worked out. Yeah, Rambo was very graphic and bloody. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember watching that as a kid. My dad loves Sylvester Stallone, so we watched all the Rocky movies, and then he started making us watch the Rambos. And I was like, Dad, this is too much. These guys are getting literally sideswiped by
Yes.
branches with makeshift
Shivs.
spikes in them. I'm
Yeah,
just
I
like,
can't
this
wait.
is too much. This
Yeah,
is like
I
Jungle
like those
Saw.
movies.
Maybe I'll let the boys watch Rambo at first, and then we'll go see this one. Like, hey, boys, come on.
You have to the
First Blood.
character
you gotta
development.
do at least that one.
Yeah,
at
I think
least
I got.
that
Yeah,
one.
that's
'Cause
basically
not
the
all
only
of
one they
them-
should see.
Yeah, all of them weren't great.
Like Rambo 2, Rambo.
And I like those movies,
Yeah.
so I'm usually really kind to them. And
Yeah, Rambo, the second one, whatever. I think it was Rambo, but
I think it was just Rambo 2. I think it was
it
Rambo
2?
and then Rambo
Well, no,
2.
the first one was First Blood. It would never
It
had.
wasn't called
It never
Rambo?
had Rambo in it. It was just called First Blood. And then they redid it, but the second one was like in Vietnam. He had to go back
Right.
there and
Yeah.
rescue. It was like kind of
Oh, maybe that's the one I saw.
You're live on the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show. Who's this?
It's Brian from Florida.
Hey,
Hi, Brian from Florida.
hey, Brian.
Hey, speaking of money, do your commercials. You haven't done them yet.
Okay.
What time is it?
It's almost
12:10.
quarter after.
Well, that's our
12:10.
producer's fault.
Go do them.
Oh, it was when his friend's daughter was kidnapped. He went to the U.S.-Mexican border to bring her home.
Oh, that's this story?
No, I think that was, yes, that is this one.
You gonna do the sponsors?
Yeah, we'll do the sponsors.
All
All
right,
right, the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Bella Vista Pizza. Bella Vista Pizza for the best pizza in the whole wide world. Check out Bella Vista Pizza, located at 154 Minetta Hill Road in Plainview. That's 154 Minetta Hill Road in Plainview, 516-433-4464. That's 516-433-4464. Bella Vista Pizza, baby. Check them out. And also Gina Konjemikoff, a licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. That's Gina Konjemikoff, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. 631-495-7696. That's 631-495-7696. List your house with Gina. She'll work so hard for you and sell your house so fast, it'll make your
Head spin.
That's right, your head spin, baby. And also Knock 'em Dead Comedy. Knock 'em Dead Comedy for the funniest murder mysteries in the whole wide world. Check out Knock 'em Dead Comedy. You want to laugh, you want to dance, you want to sing, you want to be part of the action, you want to see the murder happen right in front of you?
Yes.
Then you check out Knock 'em Dead Comedy, knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates for all our upcoming dates and information. And especially
October 25th.
October 25th. We'll be at the Brokerage Comedy Club in Belmore. Tickets start at $22. Actually, I went on the website yesterday. They're only $22. The whole place.
It's $22.
Tickets are only
It's a great price.
$22. So come check us out. Have fun. There'll be costume contests, prizes, dancing, singing, lots of fun. You guys will have a great time, and you'll be drunk, and it'll be a blast.
Yeah, you'll have a really good time, and we really
Yes.
want you to buy tickets because it's the first time we're in one of the big rooms, so we're really excited about it.
That is correct. So there you go. So that's all our upcoming dates and information. Tony gets to skip all his things today because he went peeps.
Vinny said molester Stallone. Is Vinny just being Vinny, or was there any issues with Sylvester Stallone in life?
No, he's never had anybody come out against him with stuff like that.
No, I don't think
okay.
so.
I didn't think
Vinny
so
is
either.
being weird.
No.
Yes, the first one was in the Pacific Northwest. The second one was in Vietnam. The third one was in Afghanistan. The last one was in Burma.
Yeah, the first one was in Washington.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I may watch that with the boys tonight. Like, come on, boys. Let's
Yeah.
watch a man movie.
Scratch yourselves, grab
My
some
Little-
beers,
A double feature. Rambo
Hey,
and then My Little Pony.
grab some virgin pina coladas.
Growing up, I saw every single one of those first run in the movies with my dad.
Yeah, so did I. That's. I was like, what the hell's going on here?
Ken Pichelle is his panties in a bunch because he's the first one who said that we forgot the ads.
Oh,
And he felt
sorry.
ignored.
Sorry,
Well,
Ken.
Ken.
Sorry,
sorry.
Ken, top fan.
Pick up the phone, ring in. Do your
Ringy
job.
dingy. Ringy dingy.
Oh,
Yep.
and Eric,
Yes.
I just got off the phone with Satan. He said cut the shit out because hell froze over and he's pissed off.
About what?
You agreeing with me?
I know. Can you believe that shit? I can't believe it.
Oh, I mean, I'm in fucking shock. I need enough therapy as is after yesterday now. So I got to have more. Fuck.
I know. I didn't want to. I did. Yeah, I didn't want to participate yesterday because I feel like I didn't have anything to add. Because what are you going to do? You're going to add to Bobby's stories? I mean, he was in the friggin' towers. What am I going to say? I was in Midtown. Like, all right, I don't know. I just like.
No, but here's the thing though. Everybody was affected by it in some way, shape, or form.
I understand that, but I don't want to complain.
No, but you're not. Here's the thing. I got people coming to me all the time. And I've always had that universal set of Atlas shoulders. People come to me, they talk to me, they tell me what's on their mind, what's their problems, and I give advice.
Right.
Now, lately, people look at me and they go, Jesus Christ, I'm putting this on you, but look what you've been through. And I say, hey, I've been through what I've been through. Doesn't mean you haven't been through what you've been through. So please, feel free to tell me and talk to me.
Yeah.
It's not a competition.
Yeah, but I don't have empathy for myself. Like, I'm like, what am I complaining about? This guy was actually in the towers. What,
No, you're right. You're right. He was, but that's what I tried to say yesterday. Every victim is absolutely going to go through something that they're never going to forget in some way, shape, or form. It's just, but everyone has their own version of doing, being that victim. It's some people were directly there, some people weren't. But
yeah, I was in Manhattan at the time, but I just, again, I nothing compared to what these people are going through, and I don't know.
I understand.
Plus, it's a tough subject.
Yes, but here's the thing: if you're okay with that, then that's all that matters.
Yeah.
If you're okay, you're not hurting. More blessings on you. Wonderful. That's all. And even from me, that's all we want is that you're okay, and you're fine with things. If that's the way it is, wonderful. If not, please get the help. It's out there.
Yeah.
I mean, Lord knows you need help with a ton of other shit like 3 seconds and whatnot. But as far as that goes, as long as you're okay, that's all that matters.
Right.
And speaking of Adam Driver and that other movie, one don't see, and I'm not going to give anything away, but I'm going to tell you, The Dead Don't Die.
Oh, I heard it was awful.
Oh, we're sitting here the other day. Lynn's off, and she's like, "You want to watch this movie?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's got this A-list cast. It was on pay-per-view. Like, sure, let's go ahead and watch it." And we're sitting there. She fell asleep halfway through it. I'm going, Lynn, I think something interesting might actually finally happen. Wake up.
Right.
And then finally I'm sitting there, like, give me the damn remote. And I'm fast forward. Now, if I'm watching a first run, I told you guys yesterday, I really don't go out. So I watch first run movies here at the house. So if I'm fast forwarding through it, it sucks.
Yeah, I heard it was really bad. And I really wanted it to be good because wasn't Bill Murray in it too?
Bill Murray, Selena Gomez, Reza, Danny Glover. Reza was in it, yeah.
Who's Reza?
Not your Reza,
Reza?
The rapper.
Oh,
it was literally sprinkled throughout the whole thing. Steve Buscemi.
Oh, I love Steve Buscemi.
He was in it. Long Island guy right there.
Yeah.
But it just was. It was slow. It dragged. I seriously. I wanted to get back on the phone call with you guys because I think I would have had a better time.
Wow.
It was just, oh God. I mean, Lynn woke up and she had to go get Ava from school, and there was like 25 minutes left. I'm like, you want me to pause it, rewind it? She's like, is it worth it? I said, absolutely not. But you want me to pause it, rewind it? You want to come back and see it? She goes,
wait,
I'll try and catch you later.
How do you get first run movies at your house?
Well, no, then once they hit pay-per-view.
Oh. You paid for that?
Unfortunately.
Oh, you should call the cable company and say, I didn't order this.
$5 is a lot cheaper than me going and paying, $16, $18 at the movie theater.
And then popcorn.
Oh, don't even get me started on that crap.
Right.
Oh my God. But anyway.
All right.
Yeah, Tony. Yeah, that was not the first one. I don't know what you were thinking. Anyway.
What was
the first one on home soil?
Oh.
On home soil.
I obviously got confused with something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you're getting up there, buddy.
I hear you.
All right. Listen, you all have a great day, and I wanted to say something. I really appreciate yesterday because I wasn't sure if you were taking phone calls or not, and the more I was listening, the more I wanted to call in and just say my piece, and it helped me get through yesterday. It really did because 9/11 for me is a very bad day. So I want to say from the bottom of my heart, I love you guys, and thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to call in.
Thank you, pal. I appreciate that very much.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks so much.
And
glad it helped.
All right,
Brian,
you too, buddy.
well, hold on. Brian brought up a point. I mean, he could go, but I think he did already. But
okay.
Brian brought up a point yesterday about how he watches, people click around or whatever, and he still has his head on a swivel or anything. And then I started thinking, I'm like, that's weird because things happen to me in life that I almost got killed and I don't think about it. Like I said, I don't have empathy for myself.
Give an example.
An example. You want an example?
Yeah,
a story never told by me to you. This is a new story.
Okay.
You've never heard this story before.
All right.
Okay. So I was working at a high-end stereo store when I first got out of college. Now what I
That
did,
you told me.
Yeah, that. So now what we did was we created, we would go to these like $1 million homes and we put in these custom things where people can, and this was way before.
Surround sound.
You had to, it was way before remote, everything. You had to run actually the infrared wire through the walls to the system. It wasn't like, okay, just, Wi-Fi connect this to this and then you're set. So we had to hardwire everything and run it and it was a pain in the ass, but we did it. He got paid well for it. I didn't. But I was just the installer and the salesman.
The helper kid.
Yeah, I was the helper kid. So
how old were you?
I was 22. 22.
22.
So the owner of the store goes on vacation. Now where the store was, do you know Great Neck very well? Northern Boulevard and Great Neck.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, do you know that big curve? The big
I know
curve?
exactly what you're talking about.
Okay,
Yes.
you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I almost died there too.
No, okay, on the curve?
Yeah.
What, in like a car accident?
I was driving a truck, the phone company, and the truck stalled out while I was driving.
Oh, really? Wow.
Coming right up to that curve.
Well, if you're going up, if you're traveling west on Northern Boulevard and you go up that curve,
yes,
to the right, there's a bunch of little stores.
Yes.
In between an office building and then another strip of stores down here.
I know exactly where you are.
Okay, you know exactly where I am. So not a very, you blink and you miss those stores.
Yes.
Right, okay. So the owner of the store goes on vacation to Sweden, okay? And I'm in the store watching it myself alone. Now, the store did have magnetic locks, almost like a
magnet,
like a jewelry store where you have to click the button to unlock the door. It's a heavy duty magnet because it was, I mean, you'd die with the amount of equipment that was in there. Like there's pieces of equipment just like. Just an amplifier that was worth $15,000.
Sure.
Okay.
Speakers that were worth $20,000. You're like, holy mackerel. Stuff sounded fantastic. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
So now, I'm in charge of the store. It was just me. But every Saturday there was a helper. And
Wasn't that you?
It wasn't me.
Okay.
Every Saturday there was another helper because Saturdays got busy. We were closed on Sunday. And it was, I guess it was an Asian kid. And he was from Flushing.
Oh.
He was from Asia. He was from Flushing, and he'd come in and help. So now I'm there alone. I'm reading a book. It's like, I don't even know, a Tuesday. It's dead. It's dead.
Yeah.
And I'm just reading a book. This kid comes in with his friend. I hit the button, let him in, and I go, he's like, hey, what's up? I'm like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, I just want to show my friend all this stuff. I said, yeah, go ahead. And I was upstairs. There was an upstairs and a downstairs. The downstairs was illegal, but he made it into like a big giant showroom and blah, blah. So he kept trying to get me downstairs. And I'm like, I go, you know what you're doing. What do you like, kid knew how to set it. I go, you know what you're doing. You're fine. He was just being a pain in the
He's
ass.
like, can you come down here and show me how the light switch worked? That type of shit?
No, basically like, hey, where's this piece of equipment? I'm like, it's in the second room. Where? I don't know what it looks like. I'm like, yes, you do. It was just weird. But I wasn't buying into it. So finally...
Basically, because you don't like to walk downstairs.
Yeah, basically, I don't want to walk downstairs. No, I was skinny then, so it was fine. So I finally go downstairs. And I show him. I go, what do you... He was being a pain in the ass. And I'm like, you know me. I don't tolerate that very well. So I'm like... I'm basically yelling at him a little bit. Not, in a friendly way. Not in a mean way. I go back upstairs. And all of a sudden, there's cop cars. In the... Oh, no, that's right. He got all nervous. That's right. He got all nervous, and he left.
Both of them.
Both of him and his friend left. And I go, what was that? That was weird. I go, something's wrong with that kid. So I go, all of a sudden, 2 seconds later, I look up from my book, and I see cop cars in the parking lot. Now, there was a Domino's Pizza next to us, and I forgot there was something else next to us. I don't remember what it was. So I go to... I go to peek outside after a few minutes, and I see him in handcuffs on the sidewalk.
How long had
With-
he been a helper?
Quite a while, months. Months. And then there was another kid, the kid he was with, and 2 other kids. Turns out they had zip ties, a stun gun, a gun, duct tape. They were going to duct tape me and do whatever and take the equipment. They admitted it to the cop. There was 2 more kids walking to the store. They parked in the parking lot, so you know how small that parking lot is.
Yeah.
As they were walking to the store, they put masks on. As they put the masks on, a cop comes down that corner
Okay, that was my question. How did the cops even know this was happening?
and pulls in and starts to question
So
them.
lucky.
I'm like, how fucking freaky is that? But I don't really like, oh my God, that was
But
the
wait
day
a
I
minute.
could.
All right, so
Yeah.
they left the 2 left the store.
The 2 left the store because the other 2 didn't
They were
come
like,
in.
where are
because there
these
was
2?
more than
Yeah.
one buzzer to open the door. So the kid probably had the other buzzer on him.
But instead of going through with it, he left because the other 2 weren't showing up. So he's like, "Where are all these guys? We can't do it without them."
Right, because they didn't have the duct tape and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So they didn't have the duct tape and stuff like that. So
You almost died.
They thought the gun was probably for me. The stun gun was probably for those 2.
They weren't going to kill you. They were just going to tie you up while they robbed the place.
I don't know.
If you resisted,
I don't
which
know.
I don't see
Well, all
you
right. Yeah,
resisting.
true.
Oh, I know. I would have fucking helped him carry it out. I'd be like, I'm sorry, you need a hand with this?
Don't worry, you can put that gun away.
Receipt? You don't need a receipt. It's fine.
It's a split 5 ways.
So yeah, I go. So I couldn't believe it. So you know how quickly you go past those stores. As he goes past those stores, they're putting ski masks on. The cop pulls right in. What are you guys doing? Blah 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 blah. So while I was downstairs with those 2, the cop was questioning the other 2.
Right.
That kid got nervous that they didn't come in because he kept buzzing the door, and then he went outside.
So he goes outside to see where his friends are, and there's a cop saying, "Gotcha."
Yeah, basically.
What'd the owner say when he found out all about it? When he got back from
He was more freaked out than I was.
From
He's like,
Volkswagen.
"You okay? If that ever happens, just give them whatever they want." Blah, blah. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." He's like, "You're not mad at me?" I'm like, "For what?
Mad
did
at him?
I don't know. He was just. I guess he was concerned I was going to
survivor's
sue him or
guilt.
something. I was like, "All right,
Wow,
yeah."
he probably thought you were so scared.
He
I mean,
was
it's a
in
bad
on it. He wanted the
situation.
insurance money.
I'm telling you, like a few minutes later, I went back to
wonder.
reading my book. I was like, "All right, I'm back to reading my book."
That made Tuesday a little more
I
eventful.
was like, "All right, that was fun." And then I went home, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, that happened!" My mother wrote a letter to the precinct to the cop thanking him for doing a great
Yeah,
job,
sure,
and but
absolutely.
I was like,
I mean, he did.
He did.
True.
He did a great job. But I thought it was, but I don't really have. I wasn't really nervous
I mean, I get it.
Yeah,
why
I
you
didn't
feel
think
that way
anything was
because
gonna
nothing
happen.
actually physically happened to you. It's more of a what if?
Right.
It's like more than something actually like legit happens is when I feel like you'd feel differently.
Yeah, but it's got to be a weird feeling to think, "Holy crap!" If this cop didn't come through, this guy, I would tied up. And
yeah, it's more of like a holy.
It is pretty cool. I guess
pretty cool.
Well, it's a pretty
Because
cool
you got
story.
out like
Yeah.
okay.
I think then on that day, that's when I developed my God complex. I was like, you know what?
God.
I am God's favorite creature.
I am God's favorite creature.
No, I don't know. I don't think about it.
Andrew Plaganus,
Shevlin First Blood. Shevlin First Buffet.
So, all right. So now, what's going on here?
Yeah.
So you're saying you have no empathy for
Like I don't think back on that day and go, oh my God, I survived. It could have been.
You didn't really survive.
You didn't
it's
really
a cool
go
story,
through
but they didn't
anything.
duct tape you.
I know.
They didn't kill off your.
But other
like,
people get
family
freaked out about that
members,
story. Like you
you
could
know?
have died that day. I'm like, I guess. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I think
but-
I would
They
feel
didn't,
different.
cut off your fingers because you didn't.
No, but
because
because they got caught. But they
guess-
might have. I
yeah.
don't know.
I
They
would-
get freaked out when they first hear it, but
Yeah.
same thing. 5 minutes later, they're like, "Wow, that was a cool story," and they're
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah.
If you had actually gotten tied up and like held
Completely
up,
different
then it
story.
would be
It's a good
totally
story,
different.
though.
If you're like, oh yeah, it was fine, I was totally chill, I'd be like, Eric, do you need to talk to someone?
No, I went back to reading my book. I was
I've
like, all
been
right.
like, that's a little weird.
I didn't like lock up
Someone's
and leave
holding
for
a
the
stun
day.
gun
and-
to your face and you're just chill.
Charles Gruen has some great comments. Eric prefers electrical tape. Duct tape tickles him. Years ago, Eric used to squeeze the duck sauce out of the duct tape, and he'd lick the scotch out of the scotch tape. He used to have a problem. That's great.
So yeah, so that's the first time you've ever heard that story. So I almost died for stereo equipment, but this stereo equipment, like I said, it was fucking expensive.
Bang & Olufsen.
It was no. Bang & Olufsen was nothing compared
Really?
to
What was
Accurate
it?
title.
Do you
You were
remember?
lately
I do.
inconvenienced on a
I do, yeah.
Tuesday.
I do. It was NHT speakers. There was Oh man, yeah, I'd really have to think about it. But I had a pair of speakers for a while because he gave me a pair of speakers. He's like, "Here, take these." I'm like, "All right."
You almost died.
They were like $1,100 speakers. I'm like, "That's
Damn.
more than they were insane, but they were great and they sounded fantastic."
I once caught a shoplifter at my friend's CD shop, and then he gave me a Jimi Hendrix box set as a thank you. So that took me years to get over. I was never the same. Every time I hear Jimi Hendrix, I tear up. I think about the shoplifter.
I didn't even know what was going on with this guy. I don't even know what he was playing.
Right.
I think he was playing 10,000 Maniacs.
We almost died together once.
Yes. I
And
do
that
remember that.
was the first time you used that statement. God. Oh, no. You said, oh, see, it's true. God, you beat God again. That was what you said.
Yeah.
I'm God's favorite.
When did
Because
we
I
almost
beat
die?
God with cancer. What?
When did we almost die?
Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, I thought you were serious. We were driving to a show.
Yeah.
And a guy blew a red light and almost hit us. You don't remember that?
No. I believe you, but I don't remember. I remember saving somebody else's life at a red light.
Oh, really? How so? What do you mean?
Okay, you know the turn off of when you go up Jerusalem and under the train trestle and it curves?
Yes.
On 107, goes over 107 and then it becomes whatever that street is that goes into Woodbury Road. I was coming home from playing hockey. I went up that road. I was at the light, and the light turns green, and so there's two lanes. I'm here. Another car's here. The light turns green. I see a car come barreling down 107. This car inches out. I lay on my horn. She stopped, thank God. That car went right past her.
Wow.
Right past her. She would have been dead, T-boned.
Wow.
Dead. And she was just like, and I'm like, have a good night. I just kept going.
Let's go on your day. It's like, bye-bye.
Go.
The courtesy wave.
I did this. Go with, you're welcome.
She's probably like, oh my God, a priest saved my life.
You're welcome.
You should have pulled the Blues Brothers. I'm on a mission from God.
But I don't remember getting hit by a red light.
We were in
See, that's weird.
North Ocean Avenue out east, all the way to, you take it north,
Yeah.
and it ends where? 25A? Is that where it ends?
Yeah.
So what town is that? Is that
Searing? No,
No, it's
Lanning.
not, it's not Miller Place. Or it might be
Oh,
Miller
you're
Place.
going way out there?
Yeah, North Ocean
Rocky
Avenue.
Point.
No, I don't think that's Rocky Point. I think
Coram.
it's- Yeah, but it's Selden, Coram.
All
yeah.
right.
I was going up North Ocean Avenue.
I do remember now that you were, yes.
And I was making a left. I think that's 25A.
Yes.
Making that left, and a guy came
Again,
through.
I think it was me who pointed it out. I said, watch this guy.
Yeah, but we were already out, and he was already through. And
Right, but I said, watch this guy. He's coming. And sure
I
enough,
think you're
yeah.
right. I think it was you that. But it was more than just saying, watch this guy. It was, watch this guy!
Well, yeah,
And
because
we-
it was close.
And I had to do a little swerving.
Yeah.
Because he would have nailed us.
Yes. Hey.
And there was...
As a co-pilot, you have a responsibility.
Somebody was in the back. I don't remember who it was. There were more people in the car. It wasn't just
With
me and
great
you.
power comes great responsibility. Oh, yeah, we would have been...
Music. Don't let us get killed.
Right. It's not all just about
Yeah.
working the...
Well,
You have the life of
See
everybody
what-
in that car
See
in
what
your
Charles
hands.
said?
Yeah,
They
well-
were going to rob him of his disc, man.
And then he said that you saved his life once. You shut the TV off when Full House was on.
Da, 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 da.
I saved an ex-Marine's life once from drowning.
Really?
Yes, I did.
Whoa.
I was in the Colorado River, and it was like
How
it
do you
was
drown in a river?
it was- well,
this story's bullshit.
You can
No,
drown in
it's
a
totally true.
bathtub.
this guy had his like anchor down for his boat, and he was like swimming up the boat, and I was like
Colorado
too.
River's huge. I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's completely.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Mount Sinai. Thank you, Andrew. Sorry.
Yeah. And I noticed he's like in the middle of the water, instead of like getting up and getting on his boat, I'm just
Yes.
people watching him. And instead of getting
Why?
him
Because
on
he had a
his boat,
six-pack, you slut?
no, because
Nice
well,
butt.
Yeah.
because this is what I saw. I didn't see him
He had
get
a
on his
9-inch
boat.
banana hammock?
Shut the fuck up. And I'm pulling up the anchor. Instead of like pulling up the anchor, all right, I'm done.
Wasn't it?
No, go ahead.
It wasn't his anchor, it was his wiener.
It was his wiener.
All right, so what happened with the anchor?
No, I'm never telling it now.
I want to
Oh,
know.
just do the story. Just tell the story.
Nope.
Now I'll never know. And you guys suck.
You won't.
I'm always scared of
No,
when
I
get
always
a
do
car
that. I always
crash.
try to tell a story, and then I hear this and this and this, and
Okay.
I don't do that to you guys.
This you always do
We
it.
always, all three of
We
us
just
interrupt
go
each
with
other
it.
all the time. And we were just going with the story.
No, you weren't.
Yes, we totally were. Just finish the story.
You weren't waiting till I finished like a sentence and then said something. You talked over what I was saying.
We were totally listening to the story, which is what we were commenting on.
So what happened so far?
There was a guy in the Colorado River, and he was in his boat, and he was pulling up his anchor. I said, "Does he have a six-pack? You slut?"
Right.
Is that what? And Tony said, "No, he had a nice butt." And then Tony said, "No, he was pulling up something." And I said, "He got a 9-inch anchor," and that's the whole story to the point.
Okay, apparently you did listen, so I'm going to continue. But he didn't get on the boat to pull up the anchor. He was just swimming. So instead of getting up on the boat and safely pulling up the anchor,
Yes.
he just swam to his boat and decided he wanted to move his boat to a different location. So he's in the water, and I'm watching this, and he's pulling, as he's swimming, he's just pulling up the anchor.
Yeah.
Because he thinks he's like, badass
Superman.
ex-Marine.
Marine.
Yeah, which, he was in good shape.
Right.
So he's like,
oh, that's why you were watching him.
No,
You're
he's
such
old.
a fucking liar.
Gotcha.
It's just people watching. You were staring
All I
because he
could
was
see
fucking...
is his head.
Yeah,
He's
right.
swimming.
The head between his legs.
Go ahead.
So he got the anchor in his arms, and now he's swimming with the anchor in his arms to where he wants to move the boat.
What is he?
I know. That's why I'm watching this. I can't believe this. I'm just watching it.
Good thing he had a good body.
I'm sitting in this
You got a dummy discharge.
I'm sitting in this donut, just watching this, and then he's like swimming and swimming.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
Like Dory.
And all of a sudden, he's like putting his head down in the water. And he's like trying to look around. He's holding the anchor.
I think you stopped him from committing suicide, I think is what happened.
No. So all of a sudden, he had this look on his face like, holy fuck. And he's trying to he's holding the anchor and his arms moving. So I'm like, oh
Did
my
he get
God.
caught up in the anchor?
Yeah, probably got
Yes.
What a moron.
No one is watching this guy. No one.
You should have let him fucking die. He was a moron.
So I dive out of my stupid little donut and
Yeah.
I swim over him. I'm like, "Are you okay?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "The thing is wrapped around my ankle twice." So I'm like, "Fuck." So if he drops the anchor,
he's going down.
He's dead, and he's slowly his head isn't even above the water. He's like, ugh. So I had to
Because he can't. He probably can't kick because the stupid chains around his freaking ankle.
Did you ever hear Darwin's
I know. But it actually took me 3 times
fucking guy died.
to get, because his foot is all, the guy's over 6 foot. So I had to swim down and get the thing off of his ankle. And it took me 3 times to do that.
This is why she's turned on by one-legged men, because she just figured if I just chop the leg off, I save his life.
Yeah.
If you just let it
yeah,
drop.
so
it'll just
I
put it
totally saved his life. If no one saw him, if I
Right,
didn't
he
see
would've
him
died.
doing that, he would have been
probably thinks
there would have
about
been
you
what's
from time to
attached to
time.
our anchor, and it would have been him halfway
A
down.
man.
A man.
Well, just
That's
his leg. The
scary.
rest of him would have been down the Colorado River.
Now, Jeff Bosey here.
Yes.
A little over 20 years ago, when I used to work at a laundromat, I got held up at gunpoint, and that guy put the gun to the back of my head and walked into the back and locked me in the bathroom. But here's where the Pollock in me came out. Oh, the Pollock or Pollock?
I think Pollock.
In me came screaming out. It was a payphone in the laundromat, and I was aggravated. I had no change to call 911, so I ran down the block so I could use their landline at the pizza place. Jeff, I think you skipped some parts of the story
How did you
there.
get out of the bathroom?
How'd you get out of the bathroom, and
Is there a
why did this?
window?
And what did this guy do? Rob you? I mean,
Yeah.
what happened there?
Doesn't that happen at laundromats? I hear that
Yeah,
they
he
get
took
held
all the
up all the
quarters.
time.
He took all the quarters.
Quarters. Gunpoint for
He'll
quarters.
be easy to catch. Ching, ching, ching. He's running down.
Running down with a friggin'
There's a man
beating.
running down the road. Sounds like Santa Claus.
And he's carrying detergent.
How did you? Charles wants to know. How did you know he was an ex-Marine?
Well, because afterwards I met him and his whole family. They're like, oh, he does shit like this all the time.
They knew.
We stopped trying to save him.
That dumbass
he's
deserves
so-
it at this point.
He almost died. I bet you that guy's dead. I bet a week later he was like,
They said that he does and the wife had all these funny stories. She goes, oh yeah, one time he'll be on a hike and he'll see people are thirsty and give him all his water, and then he has a TB infection and almost dies because he has no she was telling me
Yeah,
all
that's
these
hilarious.
stories about him.
he's hysterical.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Do you remember his name? Did you get his name?
So one time
Yeah.
he wanted to change the oil in the car, so we had the kid lifted up the car.
I don't remember his last
It
name. I
lost
remember his first name was Keith. I don't know if that
I
helps.
remember.
Oh, you should remember.
Yeah, I was going to look him up.
The ex-Marine. Yeah.
Keith, the ex-Marine. Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Did they at least buy you dinner or something for saving the city its life?
I don't remember. remember. No, I.
They probably-
you know,
it sounds like they're
they'd probably give me a
desensitized.
beer. I don't know. I'm just making up because I have no idea. I don't remember. I just remember talking to them about
Give
it.
you the sex.
It sounds like they're desensitized to the threat to his life.
Yeah, they were on a trip with their.
This happens too much.
Dad almost died again today.
They were in their like late 40s, and I was like, I was just like in my mid 20s.
I'd been like, you
Yeah.
need to check
he's
yourself.
dead. He's dead.
I'm going to say he died a week later.
Yeah, so yeah, he probably. Yeah, I'd probably.
We were flying home and he just saw this handle and he pulled it.
Because he had this like.
What does this
Flying out
do?
with the door.
Like he had this like small moment of like just complete thanks, and then the other part of him was like, I
Well,
could have done it.
Maybe Keith is calling now.
Danielle Pagalaba Liebeline's watching.
Wow.
Wow. I haven't seen
Hey,
you
you're
in a
live
while.
on the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show. Who's this?
Hello, guys.
Hello,
All right,
Jeff.
so tell us what happened.
All right. So two guys came in.
Two guys.
Two guys, but the one guy with the gun, basically, said, "All right, come on, let's go. You're going in the back. You're going in the back." And he wind up going ahead and he grabbed my wallet, my beeper, because that's what the form of communication was back then. I was really aggravated. It was a nice beeper. So, so he goes ahead. He puts the gun to the back of my head. He walks me into the back, and he locks me in the bathroom by putting some sort of. He barricaded it somehow, but he pushed the stuff in front of the bathroom door. When I finally heard them leave the place, I had to push and break the door open.
Whoa, look at you. Well, I'm not messing with Jeff.
You're so strong.
Well, I was kind of like huge and brawny back then.
You were on steroids.
Did you use your shoulder or did you kick it open like the coppers?
No, I had to use a shoulder like a mule. So, I was sitting there, I was like, shit, I was like, I can't dial 911. I don't have no change.
I just got
911 is, I was like, 911, and then I later learned.
Andrew
911
Plegona
is-
says next time call 1-800-911.
Yes.
It's free. That's hilarious.
Exactly.
So you really thought you couldn't call 911 from a payphone?
Exactly. I didn't know. I was like sitting there, like, great. I realized later, I was like, shit, 911 is free. So I'm running. I run down the block, about like 4 or 5 stores down the block to go in the pizza place. I was like, I just got robbed. I need your phone. And then of
They
course
said no. You have to order something first.
I had to buy a soda. So the cops come and like, can you tell us what the guys look like? Yeah, they had a gun and they put me in the back and they robbed me. That's what they look like. They look like someone holding a gun.
No, that's what they did. That's not what they.
Well, I know that's what they did. I was just in awe. The guy put the gun to the back of my head, and I'm like,
Oh, so
really,
you had
this is happening?
they approached you from behind, so you had no idea what they looked like.
That was it.
Ah.
Yeah, you just feel cold metal on the back of your head. I'm just going like, do it. Yeah,
It was like he just basically like, we're doing this, and I'm like, great. What are we doing?
We getting lunch?
We're doing this. Is that a gun in my head? Or is that you're just happy to see me? We're doing this.
Approach me
That's
from
the
behind.
complete story.
Wow. So you had no idea what they looked like. What do they sound like?
I'm not going to put a race on it.
I was trying to
I'm
trick
not
you.
going there, Eric.
No, I will. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Rob said you lost your beeper. How'd your pimp get a hold of you?
Well, you made him laugh.
I didn't. Rob made him laugh.
Yeah, right.
All right, Jeff.
All right, guys. You have a great day.
I'll see you later,
buddy.
Bye bye. This pimp get a hold of him. Nice one, Rob. Nice one. Here we're talking about near-death experiences, and you just have to be joking all about it. Tony and I were very, very, serious when Sally told her story. You should show the same respect, Rob.
I don't think I've ever had like a real near-death experience.
Well, then you haven't lived.
Well, I've
well,
definitely
you're so
been in
young.
near
Give it
car
time.
crashes. where-
Okay, well, that's a near-death experience.
Yeah, like there have been. It was raining, and there's this like intersection or part of the highway by my house where it like curves because there's a lot of road work going on, and there's also like an entrance to a state park, and no one knows how to handle the merge. And it was raining really bad to the point where it's like kind of grayish. And you just kind of like can only see like a car in front of you, which is scary in itself. But I I just remember I was driving in the left lane, and out of nowhere, then the rain starts getting kicked up, and I see this white shape just coming right towards the front end of my car.
An egg. It was a ghost.
Yes, it was a ghost.
See?
No,
A
it was like a Maserati
It
or
was an
something.
egg.
I can't even slam on my brakes because it's freaking like pouring, and I had
Right.
just gone through a huge puddle.
Oh, no.
And I know you can't like slam on the brakes when you're at puddle because you'll
Well, you
hydroplane.
can.
But then you die.
Yeah, like
Right.
I didn't want to hydroplane into a wall or into the cars next to me. So I just kind of like let go of the gas and hope for the best.
Mhm.
And they like sped up and like just almost clipped my car. And it was a scary moment. That was like the closest another car has been to me besides the time I was almost crushed by like semi on a bridge.
Oh, I like that.
I was working. Where are we? That way. The Wanto Park, the Hempstead Turnpike, about
Yes.
a mile away from you. The bridge over the Wanto Parkway,
Yep.
Hempstead Turnpike.
Uh-huh.
1994. They were widening the road, and I was working at the phone company, and there was underground ductwork.
Railroads.
The underground ductwork.
Right.
You know,
sorry.
so when they were widening the bridge, we had to move our ductwork that was underground. So you know the stereo place over there?
Yep.
That's we had that was our.
Is it still a stereo place or is it a gold place now?
I think they're both there.
Oh, they're both there. Okay.
so.
Okay.
So we had pallets of PVC pipes, and we had our all of our equipment in the stereo place parking lot. I had a 20-foot piece of PVC pipe on my shoulder.
Oh my
I'm
God!
walking.
How much? Is that how you almost died?
Well, no.
Oh.
A car was flying on the turnpike. He comes flying into the parking lot, hits the pipe that I'm carrying.
Did it hit you in the head?
No, but the pipe, I mean, it's a 20-foot piece, and you figure I'm probably around the halfway mark. So
Yeah.
So it, so I was like,
It's only
"Whoa!"
10 feet away.
Yeah. So he hits the pipe smashes. I'm like freaked out. He goes past me, smashes into a big pallet full of these pipes.
Right. Yeah.
Smashed. I mean, it was just a mess. People, I mean, the whole crew, everybody's yelling.
Right.
What was
Lilco?
The power company at
Wow.
the time? They were there too.
Pure
Were all
old
screaming.
Lilco.
Lilco. So they, so this guy smashes into the pallet full of pipe.
Yeah.
So my one of the guys on my crew who was working the backhoe, he comes. Not the backhoes move that fast, but he came in as fast as he could, and he put the backhoe behind his car so he couldn't back out and leave.
Oh, that was smart.
So-
I wouldn't even thought about that.
I'm immediately fuming. I go running over. The car door opens. A bunch of empty beer cans fly out. But then a pit bull is the first thing to come out of this car.
Oh!
So we all go in reverse. So we're like a cartoon. We're like trying to run away from this pit bull. But the guy comes out. He is staggering. This guy cannot walk a straight line. So the pit bull. He eventually, the dog stayed with him. He got the dog on the leash.
Right.
And he's just like stumbling around. And then I just, I guess I was just so hyped up. I didn't give a shit there was a dog there.
Yeah.
I followed this guy. He lived about maybe half a mile away.
Yeah.
I just walked the whole way. I was going to kill this guy.
Yeah.
And
Did the cops come?
He just like left the car
Wasn't
there
Dee
and started
Wee- Yeah,
stumbling
he left
home.
well, that's the thing. I think a lot of people do that. They'll claim the car was stolen or something so they don't get the DWI.
1994. Was Dewey a thing then? Like, was
I do
Dewey as
believe
big
it was.
as now?
I do believe it was.
There's a call, but it's that one thing. Like, so it might not be anything.
All right.
I'll give it a shot.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, and
Hi.
please don't hang up.
Okay.
We've tried to contact you numerous times to verify your business with Google.
Oh, yeah,
Our
thanks.
records show your business has not been verified by Google.
Well, what does verified
Please
mean?
press 1 now so we can verify your business
Should
with
we verify?
Google.
No.
If
Oh.
you're the
So, yeah, I and the whole time I'm following this guy home, and the whole time I'm gonna fucking kick your ass, you piece of shit, the whole time.
Right.
And then so meanwhile,
I mean, obviously he was Irish.
yes.
Yes.
So meanwhile, the guys on all the guys on the job stayed on the job, and they called the cops.
Right.
Cops came, and they were like, I don't know. He went and followed the guy. We don't know where they went, but sure enough, the cops found me. They found us walking the streets.
found
It
you
wasn't hard to
stalking
find.
a man.
guy, stumbling with a pit bull, and a guy, with a hard hat and an orange vest. So
Steam coming out of his ears.
but they actually found me as the guy was going into the house, into his house.
Wow.
So
they got him for leaving the scene of an accident too.
Well, yeah, but they go to the door. They're knocking on the door. Sure enough, it takes forever for somebody to answer. Some old lady answers. I'm assuming it's his mother.
Right.
They're now holding me back because I'm furious. and I'm yelling at the mother, "Your son sucks. He's a piece of shit." So I don't know what it was. It was just two cops, but you just saw the light bulb go off in the other cop's head. He goes running to the back, and sure enough, there's a guy trying to escape through the backyard.
Yeah.
I could just tell from the cop.
What's that noise?
What was that noise?
I didn't hear anything.
Was it a cough? Because I just coughed.
No.
It
Sounded
sounded
like a
like a rumbling fart.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything.
Wow.
I didn't hear it either.
Yeah. I thought it was
like-
him. I was waiting for him to crack up any second.
Yeah.
No,
It was like.
Yeah. That's exactly what I heard.
I didn't hear it.
Wow. All right, go ahead.
But
out in the back.
But the cop.
I'm doing laundry.
Yeah.
I'm hanging my laundry on the
I
line.
can tell from the cop, like, all he did was, look back there, and as soon as I saw his reaction, I come down, because I was on the stoop by the front door.
Sure.
I come down, I'm so pumped up. I actually beat the cop to the fence, and I was going to tackle this guy, but the cop actually pulled me off the fence. He jumped the fence and tackled the guy. And then that was it. I never heard a thing again.
Otherwise, you could get
I was
going to
kill this. I was going to kill this.
You're
guy.
like, no, I don't want any more
1994
paperwork.
Dewey was a thing, right?
Pretty sure it was.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, because I remember being in high school and it was like, did you get a DUI?
80s. Yeah, I think she's right.
Yeah. All right.
Sure.
Okay, good. So they probably got him for that. They got him for...
I was
the
surprised.
scene.
Do you know the house? If you went today, would you find the house?
I vaguely remember the neighborhood.
Was the mother going, oh, he's not here, or...
No, the mother's like, oh, actually, mother said, what did he do now?
Oh,
and then
no.
and then before it was all said and done, one of the cops, I remember the cop saying to me, yeah, this guy's got quite the record.
Oh, no.
But all alcohol related. It wasn't like he
Right.
was... like
Well,
let's
let's hopefully he got help.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Years
They
later,
never-
he was in the Colorado River.
Yep.
Now that I do. When I tell the
That's
story, I'm
close.
like, holy crap,
That's a close call.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a close call.
And then, falling into the grave, of course.
That was funny. That's still funny. Your grandmother's grave, right?
Yeah.
Like,
You're an idiot. That is
You know, we
great.
just...
you actually fell into the hole?
Yeah.
Yeah. I fell into my grandmother's
did you do
grave.
that?
The
Like, how does one do that?
because you have the pile of dirt next to the coffin. They had a big tarp.
Tony had a sled.
Over the dirt?
I just slid on my butt.
You were how old?
I was 19.
Okay.
The tarp over the dirt, and then it came down, and then it was over the hole too, so you couldn't see the hole either, which I had never seen before or since. To be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, they made new rules at the cemetery
After you-
afterwards.
Yeah, right.
Probably.
Because we were there recently, and
So-
we're like, we don't see that
Called
anymore.
the curly
So-
head freak rule.
Now you can't walk across the grave.
So I just went to take a step in between the coffin and the pile of dirt, because right at the edge of the dirt, I figured would be some ground. I didn't think the edge would be right there, so I took a step and whoop, went right down.
You stepped on the tarp? Or
Yeah, I stepped on the
Right on
tarp,
the tarp,
and went down.
right down.
That's
6 feet.
when someone makes a bear hole or something and
Yeah.
they cover it with leaves.
But
and
your grandmother's
sticks.
coffin was
You don't
above,
think
was
it'll
still
work?
above ground. You didn't land on the coffin.
I land on my grandfather's coffin.
Oh,
no!
Because she was
How
getting
they're
buried on top.
layered?
Well,
Yeah.
I take that back. I take that back. The coffin's there. Then there's plywood.
Yes.
It's not like they just sit on top of each other. There's
So
Right,
it's
plywood.
like a piece
right.
of wood that you fell on. Did you
I
hear
fell
any
on
like
plywood.
splintering?
No, but what happened was, all right, well, two things. If my grandfather wasn't already there, they told me I would have gone down 18 feet. That would have been a
God.
problem. But because he's there already,
They would have had to postpone the whole fucking
I
thing.
would like we have to get the fire department to come save you.
I just send a rope down, pull you up. But because she was there, I only went down about 6 or 7 feet. Like it was, like ground level was right there.
Okay.
Well, your head was
So-
below, your hair was above.
Yeah, true. So, but I went down so straight and so hard, landed so hard on my feet, everything just flew out of my pockets. So I just had
Because
to.
he was wearing like slacks, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was fine, but I can hear the commotion. So I just put my hand up and I'm yelling, "I'm fine. I just gotta find my stuff."
Just gotta find.
Just that-
Excuse me,
that's it.
Grandpa. Can I have my wallet back?
So I did. I found my wallet. I found some change, but I couldn't find my car keys. So they're like, "Where the hell is he? Is he like falling down an endless pit?" They didn't know where he was. I just couldn't find my keys.
Is the
so
tarp still over you?
yeah.
Dark, you know?
You should have started yelling out,
Stick your
hello,
hand
hello, hello.
out.
So I-
Don't throw the dirt down.
Right. So I found my keys. And then I was like, "All right, I'm ready." And a couple of cousins, just pulled me up.
Oh my God.
But then we unfortunately had a death in the family this summer.
And you fell in the hole again?
And it was
No, but it's always the talk.
we haven't had a death in our No, we've had a few deaths in the family, but I don't know what it was. But we
Not
were
this cemetery, though.
no, but it wasn't the same cemetery.
Oh, right.
But we're at some cemetery, and for some reason, like, because when we, everybody was just laughing and reminiscing about that. But that was the thing, though. We left that funeral. It was my grandmother's funeral. We left that funeral laughing our asses off. It turned out to be a great time instead of being so sad.
Instead of being so sad.
The hearse driver thought we were nuts.
I can't let Grandma go. No, Grandma, no. I'm going with you.
No, she was trying to
What
take
did
me.
it smell like? Did it just smell like dirt?
Dirt and death.
Like
John Rambo.
Recall the
of
smell.
death.
I don't know. I worked for the phone company. I did nothing but underground stuff for years. So I was always digging holes and stuff. So I don't know. It wasn't anything different to me.
Well, I didn't know if you started smelling Grandpa being worm food or something. I don't know. I haven't jumped into any graves, so just thought I'd ask.
No, I don't recall smelling anything. I just
All right.
Like
just
an
some
Indiana
dirt.
Jones situation.
Why would you drop 18 feet, though, if the other casket's not there? Like, the other casket's
I think
only
they
like,
stacked 3, so there might have been
there's
somebody
more
under
than just
Grandpa.
him
too.
in there?
No, because she was going on top of him, and she, like I said, I only went down 6 feet. So
Right.
You figure what was it? Only maybe a foot or two after she's in there.
True.
I think it has to be because they don't just put you in the ground. There's a whole frame.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so it
I know
doesn't
from
collapse
firsthand
in,
experience.
yeah.
So
I saw the framework.
So I guess to dig that low to set the frame and the legs and the
guess
whole
so.
box. And I
didn't realize it went
Well,
down that
I think
far.
eventually we all have to be cremated.
I don't. Do you want me?
That
to?
became a rapping on the door of a tapping.
Be,
No, Felix. It's Thursday.
Yeah, we gotta.
It's late for him. Usually he's here like an hour ago. Is it the Raven? Tell him quote nevermore. Quote the Raven nevermore. Thanks for interrupting our show, Felix. Chef Felix coming up with Let's Eat Long Island right here on GovsRadio.com. Make sure you stay tuned for him because he's fantastic. His show's fantastic. And he's getting a hell of a lot of ratings lately. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
People love the cooking shows. People love the cooking shows.
Me and J-Flo came last week. It
Right.
just smells so good in here.
Yeah?
My goodness. All the food.
Yeah, so he's doing a great job there on Let's Eat Long Island. Near-death winner is Tony.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say so. I mean, I thought of another quote-unquote near-death experience. It wasn't near-death, but it was near bodily injury to me.
All right. You were skydiving?
No, I was visiting Morocco.
Uh-oh. And you
and I
weren't
was
wearing a
in-
burqa?
No,
Oh.
I was just walking on the street, and they're like all mostly like dirt bikes and like motorbikes
Right.
because they're very narrow streets.
Okay.
And I was like walking to meet up with my group, and I was with a couple other people, and it's a very dark alley that we were coming around.
Mm-hmm.
And I was walking, and this moped like came barreling around the corner. And you know, in like hallways where you do like the try to get out of someo's way, but you keep getting in each other's way, like leaning
Yeah,
side to
yeah,
side.
yeah.
Yeah, that was happening, but with a bike speeding at me.
Oh.
So I was just like, oh my God. And it came to where we were like 2 feet, like 5 to 2 feet apart.
Right.
And I didn't know what else to do. So I just stopped. I just stood there and like held my head. And I was like, you know what? He's going to move. And if he hits me, he hits me. Like, it's better than like full on crashage. And he like, did this really
Crashage.
sharp turn. And I was wearing like a jacket. And the handlebar like caught my jacket, but kept
so you
going.
look like Neo from The
It was-
Matrix?
It was literally like he actually hit me, but it was just my jacket that got caught on the
Oh, so
handlebar.
if you were playing
and he
baseball, you
kept
would have been on
going.
first base.
So it was like it was quite scary. All my friends were like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." You know.
Do you agree with that in baseball, by the way?
What's that?
Being a coach of baseball, especially at this age level, a lot of kids get hit.
Sorry, I was reading Charles' comment. Sorry.
Go ahead, read it.
It's the ex-Marine knocking at the door. He's choking and needs the Heimlich maneuver.
Again.
I'm sorry, what about baseball?
Baseball. I don't like that rule.
What's that?
When the uniform gets hit, you get first base. I don't like it.
Why?
Don't like it.
Counts.
Don't like
counts.
it. Don't like
It's
it.
still on your person.
Don't like it.
Right.
I don't like it. Don't like it. Sorry.
I would just. I would.
Some people wear it a little baggy on purpose. I don't like it.
Do they?
Yeah.
Because you get
Especially
handed,
especially at this age level.
but they give you.
They'll pull it out a little bit more.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they'll
you know.
pull it out, but they get told what they're wearing that day. Oh, so you're saying like the sizes they submit is bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a whole different can of worms because then you can
No,
open
but I'm
up a
thinking
whole
about
bunch
this.
of different
I'm
tricks
thinking about
that people
I'm
pull.
talking about this age.
What's
at
this age?
You know, the 12, 13, 11.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Major League
No,
Baseball.
I'm just the rule in general. I don't like. Like if it hits the uniform, come on.
It counts. It hit.
Don't like it.
It hit.
Don't like it.
It's not supposed to hit anything except the mitt.
Don't like it.
I mean, I get it. If they're moving in front of it, that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Andrew Plaganos, are you coming in tomorrow? I think there was talk of him coming in tomorrow.
Okay.
But I don't know. There was talk of David Clark coming in tomorrow. He's got a gig tomorrow night.
There's talk of Vinny coming in with his banana hammock
tomorrow.
Yep.
At all with that banana hammock? Please, God.
No, Monday or Thursday he's got to come in, so Courtney can see.
Goodness. Next week we have next Thursday. Thursday?
Yes.
When's the 18th?
Thursday.
Wednesday.
No, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
19th is Thursday, and that's because it's my mom's birthday, and
There
that's
you
why I
go.
remember.
The
Oh,
18th.
it's Jen's birthday too.
Oh, very nice. We have George Eldey coming in. He is the owner of Wine by Nature.
Next
and
Wednesday?
Wednesday. And we also have Eric Tartaglione coming in.
Yes.
A hilarious comedian who we were playing before our show started. And his wife, Susan the Spicy Psychic. She will... I almost screwed that up.
You did.
Because she's got a show in the Little Room on the 19th. So she's coming in on Wednesday to promote her.
Oh, we're having all those people come in on Wednesday.
Just on Wednesday. All three of them. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have... I think we have Andrew tomorrow. I hope we have David and some of his band tomorrow to play some tunes to start the weekend off. They're playing tomorrow night at the Landmark Theater in Port Washington if you want to see a night of Billy Joel music. Okay, and Felix will be on in a half hour with Let's Eat Long Island. Don't forget Courtney and Jay Plo. Am I saying that right?
Jay Plo.
Don't forget they're on at 3 o'clock. And then we have Gallo and Dylan tonight at 7:30 with Chris Roach is joining them tonight. And then Limo Talk with Graz at 9 p.m. And then we're back tomorrow at 11 a.m. And everybody have a great day. Don't forget to get your Artie Line tickets. Lots of great stuff happening at Governor's this weekend. The Hodge Twins. UB Thomas is over there at the Little Room. Mary Capone, Rich Rada, Joey Petroni, Peter Garacci, and more. Also the Little Room this weekend. Rich Aronovich is the brokerage. Brendan Sagalo is over there at McGuire's in Bohemia. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you guys tomorrow.